Hello there, and we are live. See, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, yeah. See, and it's no other show, yeah, than Gunners and Mag's Premiership Show. And see, it's episode 8. Steve Machala. Episode 8, Gunners and Mag's Premiership Show. What do you have
Yes,
to say, man?
sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Latimus Prime in the building. What's good, man?
Yeah, I'll introduce him in. Steve Mahala, it's the eighth
Yo,
episode of this show, man. It's
yeah,
something big, bro. Yeah, we're heading there, right? Yeah,
absolutely,
and
man.
and,
Yeah.
and guys joining us today, yeah, special guest, none other person than Latimus Prime. Latimus Prime, welcome to the show, my brother.
Hello, how's everyone going?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
Hello,
chilling.
Latimus. Latimus, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty
Hey,
good.
man.
Chilling.
We're chilling, man.
Bro,
We're chilling. We're
Latimus.
buzzing.
Latimus.
We're chilling and
Latimus.
buzzing.
Latimus. I don't know if you heard Eden Hazard. There's a rumor apparently that he might be coming to Montreal to play for my boys.
Yeah,
Uh,
the MLS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the MLS.
Oh, that might be good for him.
I know, right?
Fair
To be fair, Montreal is a French speaking town too, so we do kind of have that attraction. That would be cool. But bro, if I could see Eden Hazard in the flesh, that'd be sick. Fatzard.
See, yeah, good riddance because I'm tired of Arsenal going to get all these Chelsea rejects and guys that have been in Chelsea foot. So and any of all these players that go far away, I'm very happy because
Well,
my
isn't
football club,
isn't
my
every
football
player
club.
isn't every player a reject?
Well, I'm just talking of my football club. Latimus, you can speak on your football club. I'm speaking on my football club. And my football club
No, I know.
were fond of going to Chelsea Football Club and getting most of the players that they've overused or that have been in the tail end of their career and they are looking for a paycheck. You just come to Arsenal and get a pension. The proof is in the pudding. William came in. It's a failed
Yeah.
project. David Luiz came in. It's a failed project.
Okay, but isn't every
Jorginho has come in and he's putting good performances to be fair, but is it the best we could get out there? The
I
answer is
mean,
no.
I mean,
I would have
even
preferred to go in for Caicedo.
I mean, isn't every player one? I think every. I mean, if we're gonna say, like you can view every player as a failed at a different club or whatever, or a reject from their club, if you want to use that term, which I don't really agree with. And two, I mean, just because you've signed the wrong players from Chelsea or ex-Chelsea players doesn't mean that like it's a bad thing. I mean, you signed Jesus and Sinchenko from City when City Pep didn't want them anymore. They're pushed out the door. Does that mean they're not good players for you guys?
It doesn't. I don't really
Exactly.
think they were really pushed out the door
I
in
mean,
that
they were.
way, in that
No, they
manner.
were.
They were.
They
I
were.
mean,
Okay, okay,
they
okay.
were.
If you want to look at it in that way, yeah. If you want to look at it in that way, they weren't really like at the tail end of their career, just like
But they weren't
William.
starting. They weren't starting in the team.
Yeah,
They weren't main guys in the team.
it doesn't matter. They were all impact subs most of the time. If you
Yeah,
check
and
it,
they
and
came to
Gabriel
Arsenal
Jesus,
to start. I'm using it to prove a point of like you can sign a player from a different club or from a rival, but it has to be the right profile of player.
Yeah.
it has
If
to
you
be the right, and that's what I'm saying. My football club doesn't sign the right profile of players when it comes to getting it from rival players in the Premiership. That's
okay,
what I'm
but like
saying.
that doesn't mean that you okay. I
No,
mean,
no,
I
no,
mean,
no,
we'll see.
no.
We'll see.
But you get my drift, right? Because
Not
I've brought
really,
in William.
because you signed Jesus and Sinchenko. I mean, and see how that's turned out. So we'll see.
Well, see, Zinni has been a good signing, yeah. And mind you, it's his first season at Arsenal. It's been a good signing. Maybe a few tweaks
Yes or no?
in how Mikel Arteta uses him. It could change. Things could change. And mind you, that guy had up to close to nearly 40% of our goals scored this season he had a hand in it. I'm talking of Zini. Gibbs has been good. But I'm talking of players like William. He scored only one goal for Arsenal, and that was against Fulham.
Mm.
That's horrible, man. You can't compare those signings to the signings from Man City. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
You
but
compare David
yeah,
Luiz.
but
David
again, it
Luiz
just
is a
depends on the
shambolic defender
But
for us,
David Luiz
not
is
for
not a
Chelsea.
shambolic. David Luiz is not a shambolic defender.
No.
He was not shambolic for
It's not. Yeah,
Chelsea,
it's
nor
that's why. Latimer,
hold on.
that's why you have to
Nor
let
was
me
he
finish.
nor was he shambolic for Arsenal. Luiz
He
was not
was.
shambolic.
He was. That's why he
He
was
was
pushed
not.
out the door.
He was
That's why he was pushed out the door.
because he was old. He wasn't
Yeah.
shambolic though.
It was old.
Yes, but he wasn't shambolic.
Well, it was at the back end of very, very horrible defending, and Arsenal didn't want to renew that contract.
Well,
Again,
that defending. Well, that's because he was old. I mean, that defending put in masterclasses to win your FA Cup. So
Yeah.
Yeah, good. But
Along with
winning a trophy or two doesn't make you
along
doesn't
with
make you
who
the
is
best defender out there,
who is
right?
the old German
I didn't
guy?
say I never said David Luiz is the best defender out there.
Yeah, I
He
know,
was good
but
for you guys.
I just insulted that, right? Big ups, Chelsea Dan, who's in the chart, yeah. Big ups to you. Chelsea Dan is a member of this channel, yeah. Big ups to you, Chelsea Dan. MUFC Global, big ups to you. Sebastian, big ups to you. Who else is in the chart here? Statman Stops, big ups to you. See, Steve Machala, man. That's the thing. And here's DJ Gotti. Big ups to you, man. Thanks for coming to the show today. See, Steve Machala. That's the thing when Latimer comes around, man. It's always a goddamn war when our brother comes to the page. But see, Steve Machala, yeah.
Yeah.
See, Newcastle in the transfer window. Yeah. You guys are going for Kiri and Tierney. Is there anything you can tell us that you know now about that transfer? Do you think the transfer you really want to see right now? Do you want to take this guy at Arsenal right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd sign him. I guess the injuries are a bit of a worry, fine, but still a top player. I really like his. He scores a few goals for you. I like the fact that he's not afraid to take a shot, not afraid to take guys on. Some decent crosses and deliveries into the box. So, yeah, that would be a very good signing because for me, if we do keep Alain Saint-Maximin, he needs an attacking fullback to support him, doing some overlapping runs and also dragging some defenders out. That kind of thing. Like Alain Saint-Maximin's best form at Newcastle, it was either on the right or if we're looking on the left, it was when we had Jetcher Willems, Dutch fullback, 2019-20 season. He was on loan. So it's on loan from Eintracht Frankfurt, I believe.
Frankfurt Eintracht.
Yeah, so for me, it's like, that would be interesting. But if we sign like a Diaby, then again, that would again help out Tierney. Some attacking influence would be able to get some more attacking emphasis off the left because I do feel like Newcastle are a bit too right-sided in terms of Trippier. If you look at, he's been a crucial player for us, but we're very, very heavily reliant on him for set pieces, which haven't been great this year, honestly, and also some corners and free kick situations in general. Delivery has been a bit of a decline. It's still been terrific, but definitely would love to see Tierney at Newcastle. I don't care the price; it's not my money. If we get Champions League football, then you know what? That's extra revenue, so that's cool. So then that would be able to get a player like Tierney and also get a guy like Diaby or maybe someone else. It's Savic, one of these kind of guys, maybe even an Ederson at Atalanta, I think would be a fantastic signing. John David maybe as another striker because Eddie Howe does like playing 4-4-2 on occasion. So, Hey, we'll see how it goes.
We'll
But yeah,
see
I would
about that.
take Tierney. I would take Tierney.
You'll
Absolutely.
take Tierney, right? See,
Yeah.
let's go to our special guest, Latimer Sprang. See, I have two quick questions for you. Quick fire questions, yeah? See, will you take someone like a Kyrian Tierney in your team? It's available. Arsenal made him available, at the end of the season. Will you take someone like that to Chelsea Football Club? And again, do you think it's the right decision for Arsenal to let Kyrian Tierney go and keep Zinni? And mind you, if we're keeping Zini, then it shows we need a left back, a natural left back who plays in that position. What do you think about this, Ladimus?
Yeah, so take Tierney. He's a brilliant fallback both defensively and offensively. I think he's one of the best in the league, one of the best in the world when he's playing. And this whole thing about him being injury prone, I mean, he's been fit a lot this season.
Yeah.
I mean, he's picked up. I mean, Zinchenko has been injured more than he has this season, which says a lot.
Yep.
I think he'd be a brilliant signing for Newcastle. Someone who's experienced, who's won trophies, and is a leader. Yes, I take him at Chelsea. I think he'll be a miss for Arsenal. I think there's been a lot of games this season, particularly in this last run, the last month or so, where Arsenal have lost games due to Zinchenko's lack of defensive know-how, and that could potentially hurt Arsenal next season. Who knows? If you guys aren't this good, or even if you are this good and you're going for the league again, these moments of not having someone who's defensively secure, maybe it comes back to hurt you. Maybe who knows if you don't replace.
Yeah. But again, looking at the stats, Latimer, because I want to add something down there and ask you. Looking at the stats for both Zini and Kyrian Tierney, Zini has been the one helping offensively. Zini has been the one connecting the dots offensively for us. He's helped in scoring goals. He himself has scored 2 goals this season for Arsenal Football Club. Every attack that Arsenal have had, maybe not every, but at least a lump sum of those attacks started with him, connected through him. Do you feel that the criticism on Zini this season from Arsenal fans have been a little bit harsh?
No, because it's the same criticism we have of Trent. You're a fullback. Who cares how good you are going forward? If you can't defend, you can't defend. There's a reason Trent does not get picked for England and doesn't play, because he cannot defend. Zinchenko, I know he's great going forward, but there's a reason why this guy used to be a number 10 and not a fullback. It worked in Pep's system and he could get away with it. With Arsenal, unless Arteta tweaks it even more and she drops Xhaka to be a bit more defensive to protect that left-hand side, so Zinchenko can go forward. Like Zinchenko, I'm not fine. He can be great on the ball and stuff, but he could be a liability that can be targeted in the Champions League. When you're playing teams in the Champions League, he's going to be an area people will look at. So
you don't want to have Mbappe running at Zinchenko. You don't want to have Vini Jr. running at Zinchenko. You don't want to have a informed Kingsley Coman even running at Zinchenko. You don't want to have an Ousmane Dembele if the guy is ever fit running at you. You don't want to have even a Lautaro Martinez.
I know, but this guy has played in the biggest stages of them all. With Manchester
That's great.
City. I'm wondering,
has he? No, hold on, has he?
I think when he was playing with Man City, and of course it's a full-blown international.
He wasn't a starter for Man City though.
He was a very useful squad player.
But he was a very useful
big games.
Player.
He wasn't
That's
really
what I'm saying.
starting.
But
you said he's been in these
big
big games. He hasn't started in these.
Yeah, but he has been.
No, but that's all well and good. No, but that's all. Has he though? Again, it's all well and good how great he is going forward.
I think he's been in big games with Man City.
For example,
you say you think, but we've all watched City. Has he?
He didn't play in the Champions League final.
No,
No,
I'm
he
not talking
didn't.
about in the final. Maybe in the quarterfinal. Maybe in the group games. There are big games played there too.
Okay,
So
it's
unless
fine.
maybe
Okay,
you're
it's
looking at
fine.
maybe the finals as just the big games, good. It's okay.
I
We look
mean,
at success
okay,
and we look at big games differently. But I'm talking of maybe in
okay.
the group games, maybe in the quarterfinal, second round.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, but there's a difference doing it in Pep's system at City and
Yeah.
then doing it at a. No offense to
That
Arsenal
I
because you've been
can. Yeah,
brilliant this
yeah.
season, but a lesser, like I don't
Yeah.
know, like unless Arteta is going to tweak the system slightly next season, where Zinchenko going forward is not going to be
Mm,
like a thing to be exposed, and that's fine. But I just look
mm.
at certain managers, like, did he play against Brighton? Zinchenko, no, he was injured.
Yeah, it was injured against Brighton. Yes.
Okay,
Tierney
I
played.
guarantee you, if he started against Brighton, he would have been targeted because we know what the Zerbi is a tactician, and we know what he's like. He would have targeted Zinchenko.
But we lost the game anyway, and many people
I
were also
know, but
saying
it could have been
criticism
yes,
of
but it
that
could have
game
been
were
even
saying
worse.
like, you know what, we didn't have Zinni in this game. Maybe that's what cost us the game because offensively, Arsenal was bereft of ideas, and we all know that Zinni this season has been that ideal deal breaker in our attack
I
in terms of
disagree.
starting it.
I disagree. If you lose 3-0, it's not because of your attack; it's because of your defense.
Yeah.
No,
Because
I
you
was
could
just
score
saying.
3 goals. You could score 3 goals and you don't get 3 points. You get one.
I
That's
get that,
it's
but
a clear
I'm just
problem.
saying that criticisms, not this, not me now. I'm saying criticisms I've heard from YouTubers,
Fair enough.
journalists, this, that. That was saying that, you know what, yeah, Zinni has always been criticized this season. And he wasn't in that Brighton game. We brought in Kieran Tierney and we lost 3-0 in that home game.
You know,
against
okay, but
Brighton.
here's a
And
Tony.
Arsenal was bereft of any attacking ideas at the end of the day.
But he
So,
did play.
and I do agree with that. I do agree with that. We didn't have any
Yeah,
attacking,
but
no
when
attacking
you
ideas
played
on the
Man
day.
United, and you lost 3-1, he played in that game, and he was at fault for one of the goals, right?
Yeah, but he also played in the home game against Manchester United, and he did very, very well. He provided even an assist in that
And
game.
he also played against Liverpool and
Southampton.
West Ham, right? And Southampton.
Southampton was the most clear one because that was
And
the
he was at
Walcott
fault
goal
for
that
the-
made it
yeah.
3-1 or 2-1 or 2-0.
Yeah, I'm not attempting a defense of Zinni, but again, I do think is one of those players that has come into Arsenal Football Club. It's helped the team in a way. At least we came second Champions League. So see, you can't deny that it's had an effect on that team. Yeah, both mentally.
No one's
in a way,
denied the effect he's had, but
No.
yeah,
when you're
yeah,
when
both
you're playing at the
mentally
highest level,
and he's helped the
when
team.
you
He's
play at the
galvanized
highest
the team.
level, when you play at the high, I don't think he alone has galvanized your team. He's
Not
not.
No,
he
there have
alone.
been a bunch
I
of
didn't say
issues.
he alone. A bunch of people,
issues.
of course. Mhm.
But I don't think he's contributed to galvanizing. He's not a leader. He's not a presence in the dressing room.
He
I
looks
don't
like
think
one
so.
on the
I don't think
cameras,
so.
but if there
I
was
don't
any
think so.
substance behind that,
I've seen him in the cameras. He's been talking to
Okay,
people.
it's all
Tony,
great.
that's the
being
cameras.
galvanizing.
Tony,
Yeah, in the
that's
cameras.
with all due respect.
Even behind the see, it doesn't matter whether it's in the cameras. The cameras is what me and you see. And
If he
that's
was
what
such a good leader, why would Pep want to have that guy leave? That's my question.
He wasn't a presence in City's dressing room. Was
Exactly. That's all. We're not saying he's a bad player.
I do feel
by
he's a
any
leader.
means.
I do feel he's a leader. I've seen him lead, at least
Fair
on
enough.
cameras, right?
Fair enough. I
And
mean,
this
that's
season-
what we've seen on cameras,
this is
right?
the highest level. I mean, as much as he's contributed and being good for you guys, this is the highest level. You can be fairly criticized when you don't perform and when you make mistakes. Like, it's fair to say. And next season, like, as great as Arsenal have been this season, some people who are saying it's like a fluke or a one-off, like, we'll see next season if you guys truly are the real deal.
Yeah.
I do agree with you.
And also,
Vladimir
Football
Strike.
Band's channel gave a great point as well in the comments. Brighton didn't
Football
allow
bands,
Arsenal.
football bands
Yeah, go
in
subscribe
the charts. Big up to you, Chelsea Dan, MUFC Global. Big up to you. Yeah, Steve.
He made a great point. Football Band's channel. He made a great point. Brighton didn't allow Arsenal to have the ball, so it didn't even matter if you had Zinchenko in that game or Tierney. It wouldn't have mattered. It really it might have been worse if Zinchenko was in there. Possibly, it might have. I mean, you were losing that game. No, Brighton's performance. One player, if you swap out for Arsenal, it doesn't make that not a loss, right? Because
okay,
it was
but again, we can still make direct comparisons, right?
Yeah,
in the reverse fixture in Brighton, we beat these
Here-
guys 4-3. We ended. See,
Yeah.
that game was close to ending 4-2. Yeah, we just let them in the last minutes of that game. Yeah, and Zini played that game. He helped out. He did his job for the team that day. We're leading 4-2.
Yeah, but Tony, this is the game. This is the game where you needed to. And Tony, this is the difference between that game and this game. That game at the time did not have, and you'll admit this yourself. I know this because you're a fair man. This game had a lot more weight, pressure, and meaning to the title race because this is the crunch time of the season. Ultimately, that's what the problem is with Arsenal. In the crunch moments, in the crunch games, in these in games where you have to stand up to be counted for, Arteta has failed 9 out of 10 times if you want to count that FA Cup final.
It's not even Arteta. It's like a lot of your players.
And the players, of course.
A lot of your great players, your stars and stuff. And again, I don't know. It depends on what you. If Arsenal fans want to say these guys are young, give them time, and that's fine. However, that means would you then look at the manager? Arteta might turn into a brilliant world-class manager in the future, and that's fine. But in this moment in time, you guys are Arsenal, and I get told Arsenal are a big club. Are you going to continue to take the risk on potential with Arteta and stick with him for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a decade until he ends up being a world-class manager and winning new titles? Or will you say, we've got a great team now that can potentially do something, maybe we get rid and bring in someone who can?
I would take the risk.
Latimer's
I'm not an Arsenal fan.
Points there. What do you think, Steve Machala? You heard what Latimer said. I think these are big, huge points, man.
I mean, for me, I'm not an Arsenal fan, so it's just my opinion from the outside, I guess. I would take that chance. Yeah, I would take that chance and probably change up the manager because I just don't think he is right now. Like I said, in the pressure moments, he's not. It's like Nketiah, bro. That's like Nketiah. A finisher, you know? You go and get over the line. That's been Arteta's problem besides the FA Cup final, now going on 3, almost 4 years ago. That is what it is. And this kind of stuff don't happen at other clubs. Ten Hag, if he has a crap next season, don't be surprised if he's sacked. Don't be surprised if he's sacked. If Eddie Howe starts next season slowly, 10, 15 games in, would it surprise me if he got the sack? And if we were in a Europa League, a Champions League group and underperforming very poorly, would I be surprised if he got sacked? No. You know what I'm saying? This is football, man. It is ruthless. I think Arteta is a good manager, but Arsenal, I think, could use that step up in terms of a manager. And I think Arteta, it would benefit his managerial career if he could go to maybe Spain or Italy in a club like a Sevilla, Real Betis, or someone like that, where the spotlight isn't as shiny or whatever you want to say, so that he can really work on his tactics and not have the spotlight on him. And the fact that he'll have to work with, like, Sevilla can't spend 90 million, 80, 70, 60, 50 on a player. You have a certain budget you have to work with. That
budget you have to work under. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's what like a Klopp is so good at, right? Like under a budget, you've seen how high
under a budget, right?
Perform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but see, Steve Machala, this thing you just talked about with what Latimer's talked about, it's almost the opposite happening in front of the cameras. Clubs like Barcelona in the middle, in the middle of a crisis hit season for them in terms of monetary problems,
Financially.
financial problems, in the heat of the FFP rules
Yeah.
clamping down on them. Yeah, these guys came out and said, you know what, we want Mikel Arteta. Real Madrid,
I thought it was Real. I thought it was Real. I didn't hear anything about Barca. I didn't hear anything about Barca. I heard a Real
Barca
Madrid.
demanded for him. They wanted it. They wanted it. They even went
Did
to
they
even
still? Did they still? Or are they
replace
doing with the
Xavi. Yeah, I'm
Xavi?
serious. Yeah, it came.
I mean,
It was even public. They even did it
Ba- Ba-
publicly. It
Barca
was
are
even
not the best
yeah,
run club in the world, so if he goes
Yeah.
there,
yeah, I get that. I get that. But try
I
and
think
see
it was
like this.
silly to give Xavi, a young and upcoming manager, the responsibility of advancing into the Champions League semifinals and whatnot to financially help them out. They're still screwed.
But again, they are
He
not.
won La
screwed.
Liga. Fair
But
enough.
he just won the La Liga.
Fair enough, but
And
that's
see,
Yeah,
it's a
and-
financial thing.
wait.
Barca
But
fans want him back.
wait. Let me finish my point. See where I'm going to. It's gonna hit so many birds right now. Yeah. See, Mikel Arteta linked to FC Barcelona, linked to Real Madrid, linked to PSG. This guy has been linked to the biggest jobs in the world of football. Now that's huge for me, mostly for a coach whose only experience is coming. It's being the cone guy for
It
Pep
is.
Guardiola. Now look, see, Xavi wasn't not in Saudi Arabia. He got that experience already.
Qatar, wherever. Yeah.
Exactly wherever he is, but he at least got that experience in his arm. He knows how to push for a title. He knows how to.
But he should have gone to
And
a
he came
club
to
like a
FC
Valencia,
Barcelona,
Betis before Barca.
He came to FC
Getting found
Barcelona
out.
and he's won a title. That's what I'm saying.
So
He'll
wait,
get sacked next
Tony,
season.
wait, hold on,
You
Tony,
can't
Tony,
push
Tony, what's your
experience.
point?
You can't push experience. Yeah, you can't push experience away. Mostly when it comes to managing a big club. That's what I'm saying. So I really do think that Mikel Arteta should have at least gotten some kind of like managerial experience before coming into Arsenal Football Club, because his inexperience, mostly in managing and handling games, really showed this season.
Yeah.
You know,
No, what's your point of mentioning?
Yeah. Let Latimus, let me finish. Let people finish before they, come
Okay.
in. Let me finish. Yeah. So his inexperience showed this season, and that's why we lost this league. Steve, you would agree with me on that one, right? Yeah. But in my initial, what I was saying initially is that if people or if Arsenal fans want Mikel Arteta to leave, this guy is linked to the best jobs in world football outside Arsenal Football Club. So this is where I wanted to go. Will Arsenal be making that mistake of letting this guy go only for a bigger club to come get him and he performing in that football club? That's where I'm going to.
Adams,
Okay,
take it
that's your
first.
point. I mean, Barca are not like a great ran club, so I don't think they're a great example to use.
Yeah.
I've not seen any sort of links to him to Real Madrid, and PSG
There were links.
are
There were links actually of him
okay.
replacing
Okay,
Ancelotti. Even in
okay.
PSG.
I'm saying I haven't seen any, but okay.
Okay.
And PSG again, they're not one of the best, like in terms of being ran. So,
Yep.
I mean, I've seen Mourinho links. I've not seen any links to Arteta to PSG. But
Yeah.
okay, fine. I'm not even saying he's not a good manager and he wouldn't be able to win at PSG, Barca, or Real Madrid, because those are like PSG win the title near enough every year, and Real Madrid and Barca, they win the titles in La Liga near enough every year. But
Yeah.
if and I don't know, it like we'll see in the summer if the Cronkies actually give him like a big war chest and allow him to push past City. But we've seen this season, you guys were what 7-8 points clear, and to let that swing go 15 points and now have City top,
No.
that's not just on him, by the way. I don't think it's just his fault. And a lot of your players in the crunch moments haven't turned up. Saka, no one's speaking about Invisible, Jesus, Martinelli, Odegaard. party. A lot of these players have responsibility that they have to take to, because if Arteta goes and you bring in a quality manager and he doesn't win the league, are people just going to continue to blame the manager? I think players need to own up and take the responsibility. But no Arsenal fans really, for the most part anyway, aside from Lee Gunner, I'm saying, no one's really giving criticism to these players. I'm not saying they should go or anything, or they should, they're all terrible, but like, no one's giving really these critique. Because when these guys are performing well, I was hearing, Saka's better than this guy, Odegaard's better than this guy's better than that, yada, yada, yada. But now they haven't done what they were supposed to do, what everyone thought they would. No one's really like speaking on that and giving critique towards that, which I think is kind of unfair and disingenuous, because
but again, that's football, right? Again, that's football.
No,
right?
that's not. That's not. That's
football.
Not
When you're playing very well, people will hail you. When you're not, you'll be up for the chop, right?
But no one's giving criticism towards these guys. That's not football.
It's only fair and just for when a player performs, you say, "Good job. Here's what you did well." It's only fair if when a player performs poorly that you say, "Hey, you sucked today. Here's what you did wrong." It's only fair. And Saka has been very bad.
It's like
his season's been tremendous overall, but lately, along with Martinelli, along with Jesus, along with a few other players. I mean, Ben White as well, Mitoma. It was like he had the red cloth out and Mitoma was charging at him like a Spanish bull. Like,
True. But again, I do see the reason why people are going after the manager, not really the players.
It's both. It's both. Manager and players have been responsible for the collapse.
I'm looking at it from where other people Ladimos are talking about are looking at it from. Maybe not to the manager, or maybe it's just to the manager. He's also saying that the players should come up for criticism also. But again, this is Mikel Arteta's team. He decided to spend money to buy these players.
Like Trossard.
He decided to So if you decide, if this is your team, if this is not any other person's team, for crying out loud, Wenger's last soldier will be leaving at the end of the season.
Xhaka.
This is Mikel Arteta's team.
This is Arteta's team.
Again,
you're right.
And again, he spent close to £500 million since he came to the stadium. Arsenal, as a football club, in 7 seasons, have spent close to $1 billion, up to £1 billion in 7 seasons. While Mikel Arteta, as a football coach, in 4 seasons, I've spent £500 million. Now that's huge. That's big. That's huge by all standards. And the Kroenkes have supported this guy. So gone are those days where we'll be saying, "Oh, it's a Kroenkes. Oh, it's a Kroenkes." Now the conversation have changed right now, because they're actually putting up decent figures. I didn't say hyper figures. I said decent figures to the manager to spend in the market. If you kind of like compare and contrast it with seasons of old in the Wenger times, they spent lots of money right now. This is Mikel Arteta's team, and that's why I do see sense. It's not necessarily what I think. It's not necessarily my opinion, but I do see sense when people are saying, "You know what? I won't look at the players. I have to look at the manager." It's his experience that has cost us.
I don't think it's just his inexperience
that has cost us. It's his decision going into the transfer window in bringing in a Jorginho instead of going for a Caicedo, stomping up the cash, paying for a Caicedo coming in, paying for a Declan Rice coming in, bringing a more. Okay, what about going for a defender? Why is it that William Saliba crashes out and our defense just crumbles? It's in the hands of the manager that will be laid upon. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's perfect.
No, I don't think it's not fair to just blame everything on the manager. The players need to take responsibility. That's how because like I've seen that on my club, people just continuously blame the managers and the same thing continuously happens with these same
Mm,
players. And it's happened at
mm,
Arsenal. Everyone blamed Wenger. Emery came
mm,
in, a specialist at winning the Europa League. He couldn't win it, and people blamed
mm,
Emery. You sacked him. You got Arteta. You went on a bounce and won the FA Cup, and then you
mm,
guys continued to underperform until you saw that you had to get rid of the players. Like
Yeah.
your player,
mm,
like we can't, you guys can't be
True.
you guys can't
I
be
agree.
talking about other guards better than KDB, but yet he doesn't turn up to win you guys the title. You can't be talking about Saka's better than Mahrez and Salah.
Phil
You can't be
Foden.
talking about Partey's the best DM in the league and Jesus is the best striker, but yet you don't turn up and win the title
Yeah.
when
Mm,
you're clear at the top of the league. It's not like you had a point. You were clear at the top for 93% of the season. I don't
Yeah.
think it's just Arteta we can talk about. You have these
mm,
players have to be criticized.
Yeah. Yeah.
mm,
Exactly. The other thing
there
I'd
you go.
like to just say about the other
There you go.
to wrap this up, if we want to get onto the Newcastle side of things soon. To wrap up my point
Mm,
about Arteta, whether whoever's opinion is out there about Arteta, we'll see. Here's the ultimate thing: this window is one of the biggest for Arsenal because it will really show. Hey, you ever heard the phrase "money talks, BS walks"? Money talks. If the based
Is
off what
Mahala's
Arteta has
cooking?
done this
It's
season,
cooking,
yeah, I'm
guys.
cooking. Let me take it out the oven now. um, Look, this is a huge summer because money talks, BS walks. If the Cronkies will reward Arteta for significantly progressing, let's say, because he finished second from
Yeah.
fifth, let's see if they actually believe in him. This will show because it's like investing in a stock, right? How much
Yeah.
do you believe in this company to progress up and up and up, and that you could make a lot of money? If you
Mm,
put a lot of money into a stock, that
mm,
means you believe in that company will be successful in the
true.
following months, years, and you think you can make a profit because you believe in them. If
Mm,
you put a lot of money, if you have a child and you spend a lot of money on their footballing school, send them into an academy, buying them really nice boots, getting them great training and all that, that's
mm,
showing you believe in them and you're giving them the opportunity to succeed. If you don't
mm.
believe in them, you're going to be like, you know what, this football thing ain't for you. Why don't you just join the jazz band or whatever the hell? You know what I'm saying?
See, yeah. Let's fry some bigger fish down here, yeah. See,
Yeah.
Latimus Prime, you're a Chelsea football supporter, yeah. See, Latimus, a guy in your team called Yao Felix, yeah. This speculation is going into that Newcastle end of this broadcast, yeah. Newcastle are in the market to get Yao Felix. Latimus Prime, our special guest. Please, can you tell us, do you want to lose Yao Felix right now from that Chelsea football team? Because right now, I've been hearing from some quarters that Lukaku is coming back to the team, yeah? It's coming back to join the boys. See, Latimus Prime, I want to know where you stand with Lukaku coming back to the team and also that potential chance of you losing Yao Felix. Mind you, Latimer, this is a two-in-one question, yeah? Mind you, most of these players, they won Champions League. I don't see a reason why Yao Felix would say to himself, if Newcastle is coming for me, they have the money for me, they can stump up the cash for me, they can increase my my general pay for me, they will offer me Champions League football. I have to go. Give me a reason, just a reason why you think Yao Felix would stay at Chelsea Football Club.
I don't think he should go to Newcastle. I don't think he would suit them. In terms of Chelsea, I don't even know. Because we play one game a week, so we don't really need the mad squad that I really don't know, because I don't really know necessarily what sort of forwards are going to be getting rid of, and per se who we might bring in. He might play in the 10, but we already have Nkuku who can do that.
Mm.
I don't. If it's another loan, we get him in for the season, then it's fine. But I'm not really okay with spending money and buying him. And in terms of keeping Lukaku for another season, I don't know. It might not necessarily be, I guess, the worst idea per se. I wouldn't mind it, but
Mm.
ideally, we would like to get rid of him. But it just depends on what players would come in.
Wait, Ladimus, please. You're fast there. I wanted to capture that. You wouldn't mind if Lukaku comes to your football, comes back, makes a triumphant return to your football club, Ladimus Prime. I want you to exclusively say it.
I'm saying we exclusively say what? Saying ideally we probably would get rid of him, but like if I don't know if you think I don't know if you kind of think logically, the market for strikers isn't necessarily the best. If you look at what's out there, I rate Osimhen and I would love him at Chelsea, but Steve knows I don't think he's ready for the Prem just yet. I think he needs to wait another season, and his price tag, I don't think he's deemed worth it right now. There's Kane, but it looks like he's going to United. Um, I don't know. It just looks like in terms of the area that we're going to be spending money on, we have a striker who is proven in scoring goals.
Hmm.
There's apparent rumors Poch wants to work with him. I don't know how true any of that is, but if it's a thing of we use him for at least a season until we can get Osimhen, or we could use him as a make weight for another striker, I don't really know. But it's like if there's a world where we keep him for a season, I don't necessarily think that might be the worst thing in the world. We know he's proven in scoring goals. Just keep him happy for a season. I don't think that's the worst thing.
Latimus, the only thing is that what I would say about Lukaku is clearly he has been successful in the past two seasons with Inter. Front two. You have to play a striker next to him. So you 3-5-2, 4-4-2, whatever. Play him with the striker next to him, an actual striker, not the false nine, because well, actually, then again, Joaquin Correa isn't a natural striker at Inter. But you know what I'm saying. You have to play a 3-5-2 to get the best out of Lukaku, I think.
I think he would work. I think he could work with Felix, to be fair. But.
Like where? In terms of like under, like a Griezmann, Giroud kind of thing?
Again, it's Felix, that kind of potential striker that can make those.
Or Nkuku under Felix.
There's no depending on the profile of players you have. There's not necessarily much of a difference between like a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-4-2. Like you look at what Poch did at Spurs, Kane and Ali, like
Ali had that.
That could have been that could have been the way Ali was just scoring goals. That could have been a 4-4-2. So I don't know. I don't know. It depends. We'll see because Poch might not even play the way he played at Spurs. So
or at Paris Saint-Germain.
But again, Steve Machala, should Chelsea Football Club, a big, huge club like Chelsea Football Club, should they be playing to serve a former player of the football club who's come to the club, who's failed before in the club, went out of the club, was successful, came back again, failed at the football club again, transferred to Manchester United, failed at that club again. See, must Chelsea Football Club be trying to feed the beast? Why can't it be we're a big football club? Why don't we go and get in a Lautaro Martinez? Even if we're going to be playing once in a week, why can't we go get a big player, stomp up the cash, pay that big money? You can go for Vlahovic. Chelsea Football Club is a big football club. You can pay for these players. Instead of just relying on one kind of striker, you can bring in a whole wealth of strikers that could be able to help Lukaku or play side by side with him. Rather than just trying to feed the beast and he might fail again.
For me, I agree with Latimus. It might not be that horrible of an idea. The thing is, Lukaku he has to be on board with it, right? Because if you're thinking about this, with a rebuild, you have to be on board when it's a rebuild because Chelsea, and Latimus will agree, they need a culture change. to get that culture back up, right? They have to
But
have
again,
a much.
the thing with
Hold on.
Lukaku is not about culture change. He's failed in Manchester United. Would you agree that he failed in Manchester
Didn't
United?
really
No,
fail,
he didn't
not
fail,
really.
Would you agree?
Wait, Tony,
No,
Not
he
really.
didn't fail.
Wait.
He
Did
wasn't like a
Did
super. He's not a Manchester
wait,
United
wait.
legend or
Did it tear,
anything, but he was a
did it tear
decent
the league
player for
alight
them.
in Manchester United? Did
He was
it
a
tear the
decent
league
player
alight?
for them. He
No,
was a
did it
decent
tear the
player.
league alight in Manchester United?
By that
Answer this
logic,
no. Did it
has
tear the
Jesus
league?
failed? Has
Did it
Jesus
tear
failed at
the league?
Arsenal?
Did it tear the
Has
league
Yeah.
up when he
has
was in Chelsea?
Jesus?
No,
Has
in two
Jesus?
occasions. No.
Has
Sorry.
Jesus failed? Has Jesus failed at City and Arsenal because he didn't tear the league alight?
The comparison, it's not
Same logic.
with Gabriel
No,
Jesus.
it is.
It's
Lukaku scored
it's
more
about
goals. Lukaku scored
Lukaku as
more
a
goals.
player. It's
Lukaku
about
scored more
Lukaku
goals.
as a player.
What do you mean?
It's
Okay, wait.
about Lukaku
Okay,
as a
okay.
player.
Lukaku scored.
Hold on, Tony. Hold on. So, what is your thing is that we shouldn't, a big club like Chelsea, we shouldn't feed the beast. But then you also said in the same breath that should Chelsea, there's strikers out there, Lautaro Martinez, etc. Should we bring in a
Yeah,
striker that
I
can play
named a
with him?
few of the strikers.
Jonathan
Yeah,
David.
but you said we shouldn't, a big club like Chelsea, we shouldn't feed the beast. But then you also said there's players like Lautaro Martinez that can play with Lukaku. Which one is it? Should
That's
we
what I'm
keep
saying.
him or not?
That's what I'm saying. You can go for bigger options also and get him in because you own him. It's not like it's Inter's a player. You own Lukaku,
so we should feed the
be in
beast.
your football club. You can
Should
keep
feed him.
him in. No, feeding him. What I meant by feeding him is that you guys were talking tactics. 3-5-2. You remember Steve Machala? You were talking
Yeah,
about
with
tactics,
like as a lone striker, Lukaku
exactly,
hasn't been. Yeah.
exactly, and players who could
Lately.
come in, help him out, and stuff. That's what I call feeding the beast. You feeding the beast, yeah. And
Okay,
he's
so
failed
yeah,
as
so
a
we
player
should.
in two
And he
football clubs
hasn't
in
failed.
England.
A United
In
fan
England.
is in. He hasn't failed in England. He was brilliant at West Brom, brilliant at Everton. A United fan in the chat, he didn't fail at United. He was decent. At Chelsea, the only reason why it didn't work
I'm
is
sorry,
because
it
we
was
didn't
this.
play to
Then
his
why did
strengths
they let
at
him?
all.
Then why
He
did they
didn't-
let him go? Then why did they let him go? If he was a decent striker for them,
Because he
Why
didn't.
did they let
Because
him go?
because when Joe because they had Ollie because they had Ollie as manager and he didn't suit the way Ollie wanted to play. Ollie wanted to play an interchanging front three.
Yeah.
Well,
And Lukaku just didn't suit that.
as for me, if it was a very very prolific striker for Manchester United, it for me it doesn't matter whether
No
he
one said
suits
prolific.
the way the manager plays, but I don't think it was that striker. He's not that guy. He's not
Okay,
just
but
that
but
guy
isn't that
in
but
England.
isn't that like saying
In the Serie
but
A,
isn't that
yeah,
like
I give that to him.
but
But in England,
he
he's
was
not
that
just
guy
that
because
guy.
we've seen him. But he was that guy because we've seen him score goals and dominate the sea. That's just like saying Tierney. Oh, he must not be that good of a left back because why is he not playing under Arteta? Why does Arteta want to get rid of him? Because he doesn't suit Arteta's style of play. It's very simple. Doesn't mean Tierney's not a quality fullback.
I get that. I see. Yeah, these are opinions, and of course we can agree to disagree, and you lay out valid opinions, and I respect yours. See, yeah, big things are popping off in in England right now. See, I'll read this thing for you guys. Yeah, Ivan Toney has been suspended for 8 months and fined £50,000 for breaches of FA betting rules. He will be banned from playing football until January 2024. Listen, FA statement. The Brentford FC forward was charged with 262 breaches of FA rule E8. In total, 25. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, 262. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
I thought it was 100, but geez, 262. But see, yeah, Latimer's prime, Steve Machala, this guy has been suspended for 8 months. So the next time he will kick football again in the Premiership will be until January. Latimer's prime, Steve Machala. Should any team right now be looking at the situation and say, you know what, yeah, it's only till January, and start having ideas, those little ideas like, we can stomp up the cash, and bring in for that January tussle. Do you think any team will be that stupid or that wise to do that in the transfer window this summer.
I'm
See, Machala, you
sure.
can help me with
I'm
that.
sure. I'm sure in January a few clubs will approach it. But what I would do is I would need if I were gonna purchase him I would want to purchase him next summer. So in a year's time from now, because if Ivan Toney comes back, looks unfit, looks unmotivated, looks this, looks that, isn't putting up the goals, isn't looking the overall player that we all know. You know, he's a very, very good player, good striker, instincts, movement. Again, another player in a front that thrives in a dual striker partnership as well. Speaking of that, Lukaku and Tony, that wouldn't be too bad of an idea. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea at all.
That would be a bad duo, right?
That could work out. So, but for me, I would want to see.
I agree.
I would want to see. I would want to see. Just like how it's funny enough, just like how Eriksson, right? He joined Brentford in January of last season, and he hadn't played football for a little bit of time, but he was brilliant for him, absolutely brilliant. And then he got a transfer in the summer. I think that's what'll end up happening. Because you just want to see, hopefully, the guy is keeping in shape and all this stuff. So that would be my thing.
Your thing, right?
What I think will happen.
Latimer's chime into this because I really do think that Chelsea Football Club could have a look at that guy by January.
No, keep him away from my club. This guy can't play, not even play football. This guy cannot train until January 24th, until his ban is up. Keep him away from my club. No. Wow. I don't understand this fascination of why people think this guy can play for one of the top clubs.
Unless he kills it. Unless he kills it.
I don't care. I don't care what he does after this, man. Keep him away from my club. No. There's better strikers out there. There's better strikers out there. Keep him away. No. Keep him away.
Latimer, there was a striker you were there. I can't believe you saying this. Because just last summer, you were telling me of a striker that Arsenal needed to get. And if you respect that striker more than Ivan Toney, what's this guy's name?
Tammy Abraham.
Tammy Abraham. So wait.
No,
Latimer's just broken the internet here, man. Guys, listen. See, Latimer's.
How have I broken it? Wait. I didn't tell you this wasn't last summer, but this wasn't last summer, by the way. This
is in January during the World Cup.
I know. Latimer's, do you rate Tammy Abraham more than an Ivan Toney?
No. I don't know why you're conveying the two together. No. My point with Tammy. Hold on.
But you understand where I'm coming from. I
don't understand where you're coming from. It doesn't make sense. My point with Tammy.
Then scrappy because you don't understand it. Then don't answer it.
Can I explain? No,
you don't understand it.
I understand what you. I understand what. No, I was joking. I understand what you mean. My point with Tammy was that Arsenal need a backup because Nketiah is not good enough, and you need backup in your forward line. Because you were mentioning the Pai and Cunha, who nowhere near were good enough, and my option was Cammy, who was better than them. You guys got Trossard, who seems like he's actually worked out for you. He was good. So I was proven right. You needed a quality forward option, not to spend 100 on Mudryk, who wouldn't have helped because he's too young and too inexperienced and hasn't played football the last few months.
Yeah.
So I was proven right that you guys needed a forward option. In terms of,
I agree. But do you rate Tammy Abraham more than Ivan Toney?
No, I don't. But I think Tony's better than Abraham, but Tony's not good enough either. I think Tony's good enough to be a backup at a big club, but the amount of money he would cost is not worth that. Well, I'm not having Tony start over the likes of Victor Osimhen or Benzema or even a Kane or even a Kane or a Vlahovic.
Nope, not Kane. Vlahovic.
But again, if he's tearing up the league with Brentford.
Isak starts over Tony.
He's not starting over Isak.
With Brentford, at worst, Brentford is a mid-table team. Yeah, at worst.
Yeah.
If he's tearing up the league with that team, and putting up decent figures, back to back seasons now, putting up those figures, I don't see why he going to a big team. He won't improve that big team
Tony,
and
that's
score double the numbers.
but what? Wait, double the number. How many goals does he have now? Is it 20?
20.
So
Yeah.
he's scoring 40. So it's 40.
See. In Brentford, let that
No. But
sink
you
in.
said
In
double the
Brentford.
no. But you said double the number. So double would be 40.
Yeah. See, if Haaland
40 in all competitions.
Wait, does he have
Maybe.
20 in all comps? Steve, is it 20 in all comps or 20 in the league?
20
I
in the
think he's
league.
20.
So
No,
he's
I
not
think
scoring
in all
40 in the
competitions.
league.
I don't know.
He's
but-
not scoring 40 in the league. I think he
He's
could
not
get
scoring-
like 30 or 35 in all comps for an Arsenal.
I disagree. Like this,
That's what I'm saying.
He's not a top class striker. He works for Brentford, but just because you're Brentford level doesn't mean you're good enough to listen. If Arsenal buy buy Tony, and you have him as your starting striker, you're not winning the league. You are not winning the league.
No, I hear you, Ladimus. But I'm talking about the numbers here. I'm a figures guy.
What?
Yeah, I believe in
Yeah,
figures.
but-
I believe in statistics. If this guy is putting up these numbers, posting up these huge numbers for a club like Brentford, which at best is a mid-table team. If this
They're
guy
having a
comes to
great
a
season
team
this
like
year, to be
Newcastle, no, Ladimus, put it this way. Let's say he comes into a team like Newcastle.
He
that
doesn't
has
start at
no-
Newcastle. He's not better than Wilson.
I
He's not
clearly
better than
understand that. But put him in a team like Newcastle. Put him in a team like Arsenal that already have the structure to actually push this striker, yeah, in terms of a midfielder who could feed him lots of passes. This guy could genuinely tear the league alive.
No, he
That's what I'm
wouldn't.
saying.
He wouldn't. Brentford is his level, and that's fine. But he's not doing better than that. Sometimes
Aston Villa.
Sometimes it's okay to have your Villa. I mean, maybe, but there's better strikers Villa can get for cheaper. Like again, people have to realize what his price tag is. Close to 100 mil.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not
you're
worth
right.
that.
You're right.
How old
you're
is he?
right,
No,
you're
it's,
right.
it's about 60. It's about 60.
No, it would.
No,
they
not
would want
100.
to get more.
I've
They
not
would
seen
want
them
to.
for 100.
No,
I think
said
he's worth
close-
about
I said
45.
close to 100 mil. I don't think he's even. I wouldn't even spend 45. How old is he?
28.
He's 28. No,
What do you have against
Kane's
Ivan
27.
Toney?
27. No,
I'm shocked.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything about
You have this
against.
opinion of Ivan Toney.
Why are you shocked? Why are you shocked? I don't think he's a. I think he's a very good striker, but
Okay.
the price he would be, like, it's not worth it. There are better strikers
Would you
out
rather
there.
have Jonathan David or Tony?
I don't think Jonathan David an actual striker, or is he
Yeah.
more of like a false nine
No.
Felix?
Striker.
He's an actual striker.
No, nothing. Nothing. Like
I don't know.
Felix.
I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't know. I don't
really
watch.
into him like that.
I don't necessarily
He's
watch
a player.
David enough to have an opinion, so I don't.
Fair.
I can't speak on that. But no, I don't want. There's other strikers I'd rather have out there.
David, by the way, has
I
21.
get you, but for me, I
33
I rate Ivan Toney. I actually do rate that guy.
Okay, fine. You take Ivan Toney. You spend 60,
No, I'm
70.
not saying I want
No.
to take him. I'm telling you that I rate Ivan Toney. I
Okay,
rate,
and I rate
I
Tony
rate
too.
him.
I rate Tony too, but he's a mid-table striker. He's not going to win me a title. He's not good enough to win me a Champions League or anything.
He could off the bench.
But and Steve, I said he's good
Yeah,
enough.
that's expensive for a bench.
Machala
I said-
strained
I
his whole
said-
bay in that
No,
question.
but
Yeah.
no, I said he's good enough to be a backup striker at a big club. But his price tag is not worth that. Why would Arsenal spend, or maybe not Arsenal, why would City spend 60, 70 mil on him to be on the bench?
When they already have Alvarez and Haaland.
He's not better than Alvarez.
Definitely not. As a
He's not
footballer.
better than Alvarez. I disagree that he's better than Lukaku.
But he's more proven. Well, come on. This is Alvarez's first
disagree.
season. Let's see him in the next season. Come on, guys.
Okay,
Come on,
he's
guys.
okay.
Let's
Fine,
see Alvarez
whatever.
in the next season.
I disagree. I disagree. He's better than
Let's
Alvarez.
see Alvarez
He's not,
in the next season.
Okay, fine, whatever. He's not better than. I disagree. He's better than Lukaku.
Yeah.
He's not better than Wilson. He's not better than Isak.
No.
With that Wilson.
He's not better than He's not better than Wilson. Wait, how many goals did Wilson get this season?
Wilson
Right
hasn't
now?
scored even up to.
Yeah.
Right now he has
hasn't scored.
17.
in all comps,
in all comps.
and the
Yeah.
guy was being injured for a huge chunk of the season.
No, that was Isak.
No, Wilson hasn't been injured this season.
No,
No?
In
Okay,
beats,
cool. How
in
many
beats,
goals in?
not
Okay,
in
so
beats.
17 and 20, there's not much difference. How many goals does Isak have?
Isak has 10.
Isak has
Well,
10 in his
Isak
first.
has
Isak
been,
has
he has
half.
got an injury.
Exactly. So Isak has half his goals in his debut season in the Prem, with a
Mhm.
huge chunk of it being injured.
And
Why
some
would
of
I- why
those
am
are
I
off the
saying-
bench as well.
Why am I taking? Again, I get it. I get it.
But again, Newcastle have structure more than Brentford. Mind you, even you yourself, you said it.
But he's-
Brentford is a mid-table team. It's not like
But
that
no,
team.
but
has,
that's his level.
you know,
But that's great.
19
He's up.
appearances for Isak, 10 goals.
No,
14
okay, and you know
starts.
what?
Wilson and Isaac. They have Centurions in that midfield who could help them score goals. They have Bruno Guimaraes.
Okay, so
They
where
have
should he
Miki
go?
Almiron.
So where should he go? Where should Tony go?
Ivan Toney only has Umbuemo.
Where should Tony go?
let's
Where should
be
Tony
serious.
go?
I
Where
don't
should he
know. I
go?
don't know. But I think with a guy like that who was put up numbers like that for a mid-table team like that, he should be having a decent football club coming from
No. And also, this ban thing that he's on, this guy's not even going to be allowed to like train on the pitch
Yeah.
until January when it's over.
Until
It's
January,
not worth.
yeah.
If you spend money now and take the risk, once he
Can
comes
he
back
go
on his
abroad?
ban,
Can he play abroad?
no,
Is
you'll
this
still have
ban
the ban.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think he
Okay.
actually can play abroad because it's not a. Keep in mind, it's not a FIFA ban.
Oh, it's an England ban.
FA.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
it's not.
Fine, then
Yeah, it's
go
an FA
abroad.
ban. That's why I was asking that question. It's not a
Okay,
FIFA ban.
go abroad.
It's an
Okay,
FA
go
ban.
abroad.
So
Go
so if it's
abroad.
an
Let's see
England-
what big clubs will want you. Go abroad.
Yeah.
So Latimer, so you think that clubs abroad will want this guy?
No, I said what big clubs will want him. He's not going to a Bayern. He's not going to a PSG. He's not going to a Barca, Real Madrid.
He could go to a Sevilla.
Fair
Steve
enough.
or Sevilla, a big club.
Decent
Okay,
size,
thank you.
yeah.
They're not a big club. Thank you. My point. Sevilla, Brentford, decent sized club. Thank you.
Nah, Sevilla are
Yeah,
bigger
guys.
than Brentford.
Guys,
Yeah, okay,
special
fine.
guest.
Significantly. But
Special
no.
guest. You can see even
It's
football
fine.
bands
No, but it's
throwing
fine,
out the
Tony. It's
smileys in
fine.
the chart.
Spend 60 mil on Tony, and when you don't win the league next season, don't come crying to me saying we don't have the firepower. It's fine.
See, guys, Latimer's prime. See,
We talking Newcastle
it graces up the
people?
show. It graces up the show today. See, Steve Machala, yeah. See, it's all Arsenal news everywhere, yeah. We'll still check out maybe one or two stuff from Newcastle, but see,
Yeah.
Arsenal plotting £92 million move for Declan Rice. See, we heard that move has already been done. I'm just talking about the rumors out there, yeah. I heard that the only reason why that deal hasn't been, made public is that West Ham is still in Europe, rightfully so. They have the chance of winning the Conference League, right? So that's the only reason why this deal hasn't been totally tied up by now. Declan Rice has been talking to lots of his England teammates. He's talked to Saka about this move and everything, yeah? £92 million move. See, another one. Arsenal to offer Ike Godowan a contract. Latimer, I think.
I want
for that one.
Gundogan so bad at Newcastle. I want him so bad.
Arsenal in shock. Yao Cancelo move. See, out of these three things we've talked about, yeah. What do you guys think? Latimer, I'll start with you with this one. Arsenal in shock. Yao Cancelo move. It seems
Where would
that
Cancelo play?
Yao Cancelo is playing in Bayern Munich right now.
No,
where
we're
would-
in the team.
where would
We're in
he play?
Arsenal. Whose position would he
As a
take?
fullback. As a fullback.
What,
No,
left or right?
Where?
Left or right? Ben White or Zinchenko? Who does he kick out of the starting lineup?
For me, right now, it doesn't matter because when William Saliba went into injury, we broke down. Is it bad? Look at Man City. Yeah, is it bad? Man City, Ake is injured. They have an Akanji. It's a like-for-like replacement, like-for-like player. So all these things, yeah, and we're going to fry the bigger fish, yeah, the Champions League. Why ain't that? this next season. It's a bigger fish. We need players. We need shooters all
No,
round.
Tony,
need
I didn't say
shooters
you
all round,
don't. I didn't say
like
you
for like.
don't. I didn't say you
So
don't.
all these
You're not
things,
answering.
all these things that they're saying, who would you remove? No, we don't have to remove anyone.
No,
We
no,
can
no,
get all the
Tony.
players and turn them into.
I didn't say you can't get them. I didn't say you can't get them. My point is, who comes out, because you can only play 11 players. So who does if he starts? Who is he starting over? Where is he playing? That's my point. Is he playing left back over Zinchenko? Is he going to play right back over Ben White?
What would you
Where's he
do,
playing?
Tony? What would you do? Say it's a Champions League final. There you go. Champions League final. What's your starting 11 if Joao Cancelo is available?
Well, I could sit interchanging with Zinni. I could interchange.
You would okay. So you would keep Ben White.
He's a volatile. See, is this kind of player like it could change?
You would do Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Joao Cancelo off the left.
Anyway, you would do fullback area. Anyway,
no,
you can put
Tony,
in.
Tony, you're not answering.
Tony, put in where Ben White is playing.
Tony, but you're not answering the question. My point is, Cancelo is starting, so where is he going to start, or is he going to be on the bench? My point. I get the whole thing of the injuries, but like, where is he starting?
Yeah, go for it.
It's not even injury. Kylian is leaving the football club to Newcastle United.
So I know.
So you want to play him at left back or right back?
If Joao Cancelo comes in, what's the problem with that?
I didn't say there's a problem. You don't I didn't say there's a problem. I get that, but we know Tierney. But we know Tierney's on your bench. So if Cancelo comes in,
Manny Tangadi, big up to you. Welcome to the show, Manny. Yeah.
Hi, Manny. I'm assuming you're not gonna bring in Cancelo just for him to be on your bench. So if he's starting, where is he playing? Right back? Is he starting left back?
Vladimir, I just give you two places. Yeah. For me,
no.
It's better
Where
than
would you?
It's better than Zenit.
But you didn't.
Because we just said that he's a starter.
Just give you options where he could play for me.
No. Okay.
Anyway, and he will do a good job. He will do a sound
Is he a bigger upgrade on Zinchenko?
Yes.
Or Ben White?
And a bigger upgrade on Ben White. Yes.
Which one is the bigger? That's all we're asking.
Where's he starting?
For me on Ben White. I'm sorry.
So he's starting right back then. That's all you have to say. It's fine.
Yeah, that's all we were asking.
There's nothing wrong with having quality in your squad. That's fine. But but players have to start somewhere.
I would actually say Cancelo.
I've heard this thing about this bench who would start and it hurts me because that's what has kept Arsenal the way we are.
Why is that? Why does that hurt you?
Because City, look at City. City's second string team is what is beating Everton.
City don't have
a second string team. They don't have a second string team.
And the rest of them shooters. So
Tony,
and it's the same thing. And
you want to know?
Listen. It's the same thing with this Caicedo issue. Yeah, people are saying Arsenal can't afford to bring Caicedo and Rice in the same team, and I'm like, it's not true. It's not true. If Granit Xhaka leaves this team, why can't Declan Rice come in? Why can't we go in for Caicedo and bring the two together and play together?
Hold on, Steve. Yeah, the only reason why people are saying you can is because typically with Arsenal, over their history over the past 10 years or whatever more, you guys don't typically spend big money in the window on two or more signings. So that's why they're saying you guys can't, because history has shown that you haven't. And also to do with City having two squads, they don't. This myth of City having two squads is bull. They don't. If you look at it this season, Arsenal have used more players in the Premier League than City have.
But we don't have quality squad depth, though.
Okay,
that's the difference.
But City's squad is not huge. They don't have two squads.
I know, but the players on the bench are quality players, and that's the difference. Arsenal doesn't have quality on our bench.
Okay, so City don't have two squads though.
I get that, but that's an hypothetical, man. It's not really.
It's not Inter. All right, so Tony,
when someone says two teams, it's hypothetical.
Tony, answer me this: does Brentford have two squads?
No, how? Why?
Does West Ham have two squads?
No.
Does RB Leipzig have 2 squads?
Do you understand
Does
that that's an
Atalanta,
hypothetical?
Lille?
People say it just to tell you that
Those
they have
are 2.
squad depth. That's just
Those
it.
teams.
It's
Werder
not a
Bremen. Does
big
Werder
story,
Bremen
man.
have 2 squads? No. Those are 2 teams. Those teams I just listed have used 2 more players than Man City have. 2 to a total of 25. Man City
Then
have used
good.
23
Then good.
players.
Then make
Premier
5
League.
changes. Make 5 changes the same way.
Lazio have used 22.
That Man City had up to 5 changes in the last match against Everton and beat.
That's not
Everton.
2 squads though.
Wait,
that's
hold on.
not even half.
Wait, hold on. Who started
They made
against-
4
who
changes or
started?
something like that.
Who
4 or 5
started against
changes.
Everton? What City player started against Everton?
I'll pull up. Hold up. It was
Mahrez
Foden.
played, Foden played.
Yeah.
Alvarez played.
Okay.
Haaland was actually in the team anyway that day. But,
No, Alvarez was playing. You're right. Yep.
yeah. They had a bunch of their benches down
Okay,
there.
so they've got quality.
Laporte played.
Okay, so they've got quality, but they don't
They've
have
got quality.
depth. It's not depth; it's quality. And that's what. And I agree, Arsenal need quality, but it's not. It's not having 2 squads.
Yeah.
Or
But,
2 teams.
but wait, Latimer, would you say Man City doesn't have depth?
It's not. It's not. It's not
Would
the
you-
depth that people. It's not. It's not what people make it out to be. No, it's
Yeah.
quality, but it's not 2 teams.
They've used
City are not putting
23
out-
players,
No,
Tony.
They're not. They're not putting out.
I just said it that anyone that says that is just an hypothetical.
And it's wrong. It's not a hypothetical. They don't hypothetically have 2 squads. It's wrong.
Yeah, I know. It's just sweet talk.
Because
Like,
a squad is
it's not real. It's just
I know, but it's
a way of
wrong to say
qualifying how that team is that
because
good.
I've seen Arsenal fans, and you yourself have used that as part of a reason. Oh, they have 2. It's as part of why you haven't won the league. It's wrong to say that.
Yeah, but see, yeah, Latimer and Steve, yeah, see, you see, you at least you know that Man City, they've got quality on that bench, yeah.
Okay, and that's fine.
Quality
Yes.
of players they have.
We agree with
Quality,
that.
you can't compare it to that of Arsenal.
of course.
No,
Yeah,
but
anyway,
but it's quality.
They decide to
Quality.
get 5 players off
It's
the first
quality.
team.
No,
The next
but
5
it's-
players coming in are shooters. That's it.
No, it's,
matter
I don't.
It's
though.
I don't-
quality versus
Studio.
quantity.
Yeah, exactly.
Quality versus quantity. That's what it is. Man City
Arsenal
have quality.
Arsenal have a bigger squad than City.
Just not as
Man. Well, I don't know.
Tony,
man.
they've used 23 players. Only Lazio have used less players in Serie in their domestic league than Man City. Only Lazio. We don't have 2 squads.
and-
in Lazio, bro.
And you know what it is though? Pep trusts his squad.
Yeah.
Arteta hasn't. He hasn't trusted because when Saka's underperformed this last month or so, he should have taken him out and started Trossard or played Reece Nelson. Arteta
Actually-
has not trusted his squad.
Yeah. And you know
And
what's
that's the
funny?
difference. Yeah,
But again, he's the
You know what's
manager,
funny,
though.
actually?
I
You
know
do
he's
think
a manager.
Do you think he's seeing something different in the training?
Well, I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know, Tony. You're the one that said it's a manager. He's built the squad. He should trust him.
Yeah. And you know what's funny, actually, about that Man City 23 number? Joao Cancelo's not available. He's at Bayern München right now. So actually, technically, he has 22 guys that he has used before, and that's tied with Lazio for the fewest amount of players used in the top 5 leagues.
And Steve,
So
one
that's
of them
not
is
two
an
squads.
academy kid in Rico Lewis.
Rico
One of
Lewis
them
and
is
Cole
academy.
Palmer.
Yeah, they're academy kids.
Interesting.
So they don't have
I don't think Arsenal needs to spend big money on both Caicedo and Rice. I think there's quality midfielders out there that you don't need to break the bank on.
Go do exactly what Man City did. Go and what Brighton are doing. Look at South America. There are good players out there for 20 or 30 M's.
Not even South America. There's players in Europe.
but
that are
No,
ready.
but South America. Because you
See,
look
see,
at
no,
Alvarez.
no.
But again, we need Premiership.
Quality.
We need Premiership proven players.
You need
don't-
Premiership
I
proven.
want Premiership proven players.
Do
You
you?
want
I
Premiership
want
proven players.
Caicedo. It's proven. It's proven.
Hold on, you
It's
want
South
Premiership
American.
proven.
It's
You want
proven.
Premiership. You
Declan
want
Rice
Premiership.
is proven. It's proven.
You
Machala
want
is
Premiership.
proven.
You want Premiership proven players. Take Lukaku.
Yes,
He's
yes.
proven in the Prem. He's dominated the Prem. Like this
Where?
thing of this
Where?
thing of
When?
Premiership.
Where?
West Brom,
I'm sorry,
Everton.
but I consider him a failure.
Hold
in
on,
the league.
Okay,
I don't
Tony,
consider
that's
him
fine.
someone
And
who's
Jesus,
on the league.
well, he's outscored Jesus in the league numerous times, so Jesus is also a failure.
Good,
right?
Good, no problem.
Okay, cool.
No problem.
But anyway,
Just wanna
this
say-
thing of Premiership, Premier League
It's a myth.
proven, like how real really is it?
It's a myth.
Because if you're saying Premiership
It's
proven,
not. It's not a myth. It's not a myth.
can I-
It is
It's
a
not
complete
a
myth.
myth.
Hold on, no, if you wanna
Caicedo
say-
is Premiership proven.
yeah, but no, but
Premiership proven.
Caicedo is quality. It's not just
It's
Premiership
quality.
proven.
Yeah,
Because
it's
there's
quality.
other players in
Declan
the
Rice
league.
too, Vladimir.
There's
Declan
other,
Rice
yeah,
too.
but no,
Would
but
you
he's
deny it?
quality.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
He's quality.
No,
No, but
It's
no, but
quality, right?
can I
It's
finish?
Premiership proven,
Can I
right?
finish? No, but it's not Premiership proven.
No, it's not. It's
You're
just
buying
a quality
quality.
Played in the
footballer.
Premiership.
Hold on. You were talking about not wanting Chelsea rejects. Petr Cech, David
No,
Luiz.
it's not a
Will-
West Ham
Can I
reject.
speak?
It's not.
Can I
No.
I
West
never
Ham-
said West Ham reject.
I
didn't say West Ham reject. I didn't say West Ham reject.
No,
I didn't say West Ham reject.
That was a
I
chip
didn't say
shot.
West Ham reject. You didn't listen. What shot did I make?
No, you
What
just
shot
said,
did I make?
you just said that that we shouldn't be getting.
So here's what I want to add on.
Hold on. Sorry, Steve. No,
No, you're good.
Tony, you just haven't listened at all. I'm saying because you were talking about Premiership proven, but yet earlier in the show you were complaining about not wanting Chelsea rejects, who
Tammy
in David
Abraham.
Luiz, Cech, and Willian, who are Premier League proven. Tammy as well, Premier League
You
proven.
can't compare
So
them to
can I
Caicedo and Declan
Can I
Rice.
finish?
Yeah, I
They're
can.
fine.
Can I finish? Hold on. Can I finish? You know
Those ones
why
were
we can't?
Asian. They were
Can I
Asian. They were
finish?
Asian. They're
Can I
looking for a
finish?
pension and
Tony,
check.
can I
And they
finish?
come
Tony,
to
can I finish?
Arsenal.
Tony,
Rice
can
is
I
not looking
finish?
for a pension
Tony,
and check. He's coming
Tony,
to play
can I
football.
finish? Tony, can I
Caicedo is
finish?
coming to play football. Yeah.
Tony, can I finish?
Yeah.
Because you're just jumping in. The reason why
No,
you can't
because I had to come in.
Just let
I
him
had to
talk.
come in to
you don't
defend
have to
myself.
come, you
So,
don't
yeah.
have to come in because you don't know what I'm trying to say. The reason why
Okay.
you can't compare them is because it's quality. It's not just random Premier League players for the sake of handing random Premier League players. Eric
Yeah.
Dyer's Premier League proven. Sanchez is Premier League proven. Longstaff is Premier League proven. McTominay's Premier League proven. You don't want them, do you?
Do you want them at Chelsea?
Longstaff?
Do you
But
want them
not
at
because
Chelsea?
they're not quality.
No, if
they're
you
not
want them at
quality.
Chelsea, then good.
No, who said I want them at Chelsea? I'm asking you.
I'm
is that
I'm just saying. Because
No,
you
but
asked me if I
Tony,
want them.
Tony.
We're not the ones arguing Premier
Steve,
League
Steve,
proven.
hold on.
You are.
Steve, hold on, Steve. You're making the point of Premier League proven, and I'm talking about how that's waffle because it's
It is
quality.
waffle.
I've just mentioned you Premier League proven players,
Yeah.
and you haven't answered the question because you know I'm right. It's quality, not just random Premier League proven players.
Was Caicedo Premier League proven before he moved to Brighton?
No,
Was Erling Haaland Premier League proven before he moved to Manchester City?
no.
Was Riyad Mahrez in Ligue 2 with Le Havre when he went to Leicester? Was he Premier League proven? No. Is Kevin De Bruyne Premier League proven with Man City when he was at Wolfsburg and Werder Bremen?
Well, he was at Chelsea and he didn't do well. So
And then he went and moved abroad and then came back. So he wasn't Premier
Thank
League
you,
proven at
football
all.
bands. Talk to these people, man. Talk
Bernardo
to them, man.
Silva.
No, but they
Bernardo
were
Silva.
Yeah,
Finished
no.
when he
Was he
came to
Premier League
Arsenal.
proven?
Why are you guys
Hold on,
talking like this?
hold on.
Was Ilkay
Tony,
Gundogan.
Like this.
Rodri.
Big up
Hold on.
football bands, yeah.
Ruben Diaz.
Tony Check was finished when
Hold
he
on,
came to Arsenal.
Tony.
Premiership proven. But I'm talking
Tony.
Listen, Vladimir. I allowed you to speak, yeah. See,
You didn't. You interrupted me.
I'm talking about quality, yeah. And I'm talking
That's
about
that's my point, Tony. That's not your point.
Quality
Tony,
listen,
Tony, that's not your point.
Just listen. My point is
You haven't listened. That's not your point. Don't steal my. That's
listen,
not your point. Your
quality and Premiership proven. That's what I want.
Can I speak
That's what I
now?
want in my team.
Can I speak now? Can I speak now?
Yeah.
Steve, don't lie. You are wrong. You just said Premier League proven. You didn't mention quality. I mentioned quality. because you know.
Wait. But we all know that Caicedo. Oh, wait.
You
Latimus.
said don't interrupt me. Can I finish? Can I finish? You said don't interrupt.
Wait. See, I handle things on the show, so let's have some decorum here. We're not doing a shouting match, Latimus.
Then why are you interrupting me then?
Wait, Latimus. Let me say what I have to say. I was talking about Caicedo and Declan Rice. You know both players. Steve, you also know that both players are quality players and they're young players. Or aren't they quality players?
Yes, but you were arguing in the sake of Premier League
even
proven.
without me saying it. And they are also Premier League proven. And that's why I say in the first place.
But I'm saying Premier League proven is a myth.
Player. Caicedo has played in the league. We've seen him play. He's a Premiership proven player. And he's also a quality player. I don't need to say it to you that Caicedo.
But there's quality outside of the Premier League.
Good. But I want a Premiership proven one. Is this a problem?
It's not a problem. It's just a myth.
Completely not what I mean.
Can I finish what I'm saying now?
Yeah, go for
and
it.
are you gonna get triggered and interrupt me and mute me again? Or can I finish what I'm actually saying?
No, it's not about being triggered. It's about you don't allow people to get their point across.
Wait, but I was speaking. You didn't let me get my point across.
I've had show without having problems, Latimus.
But you didn't allow me to get my point across. What do you mean? You didn't allow me to get my point across. You were talking about Premier League proven, like the term Premier League proven. Can I finish, Tony? Stop. Hold on. Actually, listen to what I'm saying. I don't think you actually understand. You're just saying Premier League proven.
I actually think you don't understand. You don't understand. I'm tired of you saying this. You don't understand. I understand.
Can I finish what I'm saying? Thank you.
Yes, finish.
You're just saying Premier League proven. It's a buzz term because there are a plethora of players in this Premier League. I brought up examples of Czech and Willian, who were quote-unquote Premier League proven. Football Band's channel said they were finished. I agree. They weren't good enough when they went to Arsenal, but they were still Premier League proven. Longstaff is Premier League proven. McTominay, they're not good enough either. I'm making the point of...
I don't have a problem with what you're
Can I finish,
Tony,
let me finish.
But what I'm saying is that you have a problem with me saying that Declan Rice.
Can I finish?
Listen.
Tony, let him finish.
No, wait. He has a problem with me saying that Declan Rice and Caicedo are Premiership proven.
Tony, can I finish what I'm saying? Can I finish what I'm saying?
Tony, wait. Let him.
Can I finish what I'm saying? Can I finish what I'm saying?
Finish, please. But you have to be quick.
Can I finish? Well, all of this would have been done if you weren't continuously interrupting, but okay. I'm making the point of quality because just like Caicedo came to this Prem not having played a minute in it, and he's playing brilliantly well. There's other players abroad that you can buy. I'm not even just saying go to South America and get a 20-year-old. There are players in Europe that are quality, that are proven, that you can bring in that would massively upgrade Arsenal. It's not just on spending 92 on. And I rate Declan Rice. People know I've rated Rice. I was the first Chelsea fan who spoke on him, like back when we had Frank in 2019. I rate Rice, and I think Caicedo I think he's a bit overhyped, but I think he's a very good player. But just saying Declan Rice and Caicedo are Premier League proven, no, they're just quality players that have happened to have played in the Prem. Because there's other players that have played in the Prem that are proven. Like they're not of the quality that you guys need. I'm making that point. You've never made the point of quality. You've just said Premier League proven. If you meant quality, then you should have said that. There's like for example, Nico Barella.
Wait, can you wait, please? See, it's too long. We've allowed you to speak.
You speak long as well. But you speak long as well. This wouldn't be this long if you just allowed me to finish.
When I say Declan Rice, and Caicedo, that I want them in my team. So does it mean that they're only Premiership proven and they're not quality? I want to understand.
No, it means that they're quality. It means they're quality. Means that they're quality. They happen to.
So does it mean they're Premiership proven, but they're not quality?
I just answered what you said. I said they're quality. They're quality, but they happen to be Premier League. For example,
then if it is with what you said, then I don't have any problem with that because it's the same thing we're all saying.
It's not this. What you said, what I said is not what you said. But okay, for example,
and that was why I asked that question. So if me saying that I want Declan Rice and Caicedo in my team, does it mean to you? Does it mean that it's just Premiership proven and they're not quality? That's why I asked you that question.
And I've answered your question. You've repeated it now 3 times. I've answered your question. Anyway,
you answered that question and it said that they're quality. So it's the same thing I'm saying.
It's not the same thing. Okay, it's not the same thing. Okay, it's not the same. It's not the same thing. It's not the same. It's not the same. You are saying something different. But okay, Steve, you know who I think
what is the different thing that I'm saying? No, tell me what is the different thing I'm saying.
I've told you what the different thing is, but this is going round and round. I have said it.
No, you've not said that. What's the different thing I'm saying?
Steve, have I not
said that? They are not quality players, but they're Premiership proven. It's that you're okay. Whatever, it's fine. Anyway, Steve, you know who I think would be a quality player for Arsenal to? I don't necessarily know. Maybe they would be able to. Thank you for football bands.
If they're spending big money. If they're spending big, that's fine. He hasn't.
England international standout in a poor Western team. I do agree. See, I agree with what Ladimot is saying. Don't get me wrong.
Premier League proven doesn't mean anything.
Can I ask he's a quality player that happens to have been proven in the Prem because he's playing.
What are you saying? No, Steve, hold on. Steve, you two, you're part of that problem here now, right? What do you mean by Premiership proven is not a
good footballer is a good footballer is a good footballer.
Tony, can I answer that question without you interrupting? Because I've made the point numerous times and you've kept interrupting it, so you're not listening. Is that a yes or a no? It's not too long. It would be much shorter.
I'll keep quiet now, and you can go.
It would be much shorter.
There you go.
I don't want to keep going over back and forth with this. You know who I think would be a better player for Arsenal to sign? Because if they're going to spend 92 on Rice, and I rate Rice by the way, but go and sign Nico Barella.
Yeah.
You know how much he upgrades your midfield? Tonali is a much cheaper alternative.
Or Locatelli.
They're both cheaper alternatives. Well, I don't know how cheap Tonali would be, to be fair, but there would be cheaper alternatives to Caicedo and Rice, who other clubs would be going for, by the way. I know Arsenal want Rice and Caicedo, but if Chelsea put in the money for Declan Rice, he comes to Chelsea. Yeah. If Man United put in the money for Caicedo, he's going to Man United. You know why? Because Arsenal don't do bidding wars. Whenever you guys have gone into a bidding war with a player of a high value, you've not gotten him. Mudryk is a perfect example. The only reason why you guys got Partey is because teams weren't going in a bidding war. You got Aubameyang because there was no bidding war. Same with Lacazette. Same with Ozil.
And Odegaard.
So it would make more sense to go for a player that people aren't looking at, but they're of a quality level. Yeah. That's my point.
That's what you pay the scouts for. That's what you pay
That's my point of the Premier League proven thing is a bit of a myth because there are quality players out in Europe that haven't played in the Prem, but they would make just as big of an impact, if not better. Yeah. That's my point.
But
Sergej Milinkovic-Savic.
See. The only reason why we're talking about this Premiership proven players is that there are many players that have come from abroad, with high profile. They've turned up the leagues wherever they've gone to. See, a number of that list. Shevchenko was at Chelsea Football Club. Did he bang in goals like that? Did he tear up the league? No, was he a different player?
Haaland,
he was. But he didn't tear it up like Haaland, right?
Thierry Henry was a Juve flop, and then he came to the Prem and destroyed the league.
See, I'm not going into this battle, I'm just talking about...
No. I gave you a counter to Shevchenko.
See,
I get what you mean.
The players who've come here, and we thought that they're going to set this league alight, but they've not done that. So that's why people coined that to be Premiership proven.
So there's also Serie A.
And again, you cannot blame people. You cannot blame teams that want a Premiership proven player. Because
but
many teams are be on the back end of splashing the cash on players that have been playing well in Europe, and when they come to England, they sort of like just lose ideas.
Some
I'll
of
give you a
them.
clear
I get what
example.
you mean.
Pepe, Arsenal's highest signing ever. Pepe, tearing up the league on, came down here and couldn't even score up to
I get what you mean, Tony. But then it means,
that's what we're
Pepe
saying
wasn't quality.
about Premier
Pepe
League
wasn't.
profile
But
players.
that's also. But Pepe wasn't quality for one, and two. It's about signing the right profiles.
Well,
Because you
it's
signed.
perspective, but again,
Because
it's
you
perspective. It's
can.
perspective. It's
Okay.
perspective.
Because you signed a
Perspective.
Bamiyang
They were
and
scaring the
that
league
worked
in League
out.
On, scoring lots
But
of goals.
you signed a Bamiyang and that worked out.
Yeah,
Chelsea
yeah.
signed Ben Chilwell from Leicester, Premier League proven. That hasn't worked out.
True.
So like what we sign quality players. It's not
And it
just
also
on,
goes for Coutinho. Coutinho was Premier League proven at Liverpool, right? Went to Barcelona. Wasn't that great?
So that's
the other thing. Just because you're Premier League proven doesn't mean you are the best of the best of the best. Because he went on once he left Liverpool, wasn't that great? Sadio Mane at Bayern München this season, very, very, very underwhelming and disappointing. He was Premier League proven clearly, even at Southampton. You know what I'm saying? That was for years. Maybe it's just because it's the end of his career.
You can look at it from both lenses.
For me, if there's Premier League proven, then there's Bundesliga proven. There's La Liga proven. There's Liga proven.
This guy,
there's
this guy that came from Ukraine for Chelsea. What's his name?
Mikhail Mudryk, who you were twerking for. You wanted Mudryk. You wanted Mudryk, Tony. Don't even.
And it came to England and it's dog shit.
No,
so.
Don't even talk to me about Mudryk.
Oh, hold on, actually, Tony.
Yeah.
Could you actually explain to me why Mudryk hasn't worked out? Because I didn't watch him when he was in Ukraine. So why hasn't it worked
theory,
out?
Not me. You should have that theory.
Wait, but why should I have him? Because I didn't want him in the first place, and I didn't watch him in Ukraine. So why should I have that theory?
You support Chelsea Football Club, and
but I didn't watch him in Ukraine. I didn't watch him in Ukraine. You told me you watched him. So why hasn't he worked out?
At least I saw some of his displays down there.
I know. So explain.
It looked quality. It looked okay.
I know. Good. So it was okay, and it was okay enough for you to want 100 to want Arsenal to spend 100 mil on them.
It was good. It was good, right?
No, it's fine.
Again,
but Tony, I'm just asking you why hasn't he worked out?
Do you see the reasons why? Do you see the reasons why people would prefer a Premier League proven player? It still boils down to
you wanted 100 mil on Mudryk.
I wanted him. Yeah. See,
so explain to me why. No, but explain to me. Yeah, but explain to me why Mudryk hasn't worked out at Chelsea. I'm actually curious because. Everything I was hearing,
you're a special guest here, and you're a Chelsea fan.
Everything I was hearing from Chelsea, I'm not because back in December when we were speaking on him, and I had said I have not watched any games of him. I don't know about what this guy is, and I was asking you because you said you would watch them. I was asking you.
Tell me what this guy. Subscribe to Endsman TV, Big Guy, and Football Band channel too.
I was telling you to tell me what this guy is like. What's his what does he do? What's his style of play? And you couldn't answer the question. So I'm now asking why hasn't it worked out at Chelsea?
At that time.
You didn't.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
So you know the video. So you've seen the video.
Steve was on stream with us.
Yeah, it was actually.
And I'm genuinely curious, by the way, because Steve was the one who said on that stream that because at that time we all thought he would go to Arsenal. Hold on. I remember, and Steve, you correct me if I'm wrong. I remember what you said because at that time we all assumed he would go to Arsenal. You were saying that because Tony thought he would kick on straight away and he'd be amazing and stuff. And Steve was saying that he won't kick on straight away. It's going to take him a few months to adapt to the Prem. And this wasn't even taken in. This wasn't. There's a difference. I know. So I'm wondering. I'm wondering. So yes, I know. I said that. This is when we thought he was joining Arsenal. So I'm now wondering why. If at Arsenal, where conditions are perfect because they were challenging for the league, he would have struggled there for the first couple of months. Why is it at Chelsea he's not really working out? That's why I'm asking you, Steve. What is the big problem? What's going on? Because you can say I'm a Chelsea fan. You can say I'm a Chelsea fan, but I didn't watch him before he joined us. So all I can see is of what he's done at Chelsea. I don't know what he's done at Ukraine or at Shakhtar. So I'm asking
You've
you.
not
You've
seen
seen
clips
him.
of him. You didn't.
No, I
You didn't
haven't.
watch
No,
any
I haven't.
clips
No,
of
I
him.
haven't. No, because to my knowledge, he wasn't joining us. He was joining Arsenal.
Yeah.
I even said numerous times on stream. I
Fair
said on
enough.
Twitter, Chelsea fans don't get gas. He's not joining us. He wants to go to Arsenal. This is a useless point of going in for him.
Yeah.
I said that numerous
You
times. So
called,
explain to
called
me.
it anyway.
So,
I give that to you. You called it.
I didn't. No, I didn't call it because he ended up joining us.
No, in
So,
terms of what it was going to bring to the team, you were like,
What
it's
do you
not
mean?
I think you said that at the time. Like, I don't know. Maybe you were kind of questioning that signing in a way or something like that.
Yeah, but you didn't. But you
And,
said he was quality, and you didn't. You at that
I
time.
said
You
he
didn't
was quality. That's the
Yeah, but you didn't.
That's
No, but you didn't.
well,
You didn't.
again, see, Latimus. This
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. Yeah, if I'm not a coach. I'm not
I
a
didn't
coach.
say you're a coach, but you've
I'm a
watched
football
him.
fan. I
I
saw the
know.
guy. I liked his display. Like, there's nothing
That's
wrong
fine.
in
I didn't say Tony.
liking his
Tony.
display.
I never
Now,
said
if
there's
that guy
anything wrong.
conned, if that guy conned the football coach at the time, yeah, if he conned the football coach at the time, then who am I?
Tony, I know, but Tony, I didn't. Tony,
He conned everyone. So
okay,
who am I
that's
not to
fine.
con
Again,
about it?
Tony, I'm not attacking you. I'm at because you've watched him, so I'm asking you, what is it at Shakhtar he was doing that he's not doing at Chelsea? Is it a different style of play? Is it
See,
the
he was
player
pacey.
profiles?
He was
What's
pacey.
going
He
on?
had pace. He had pace. He cuts in deep. And see, generally, when a player has so much pace, in him, and plays through the wing like the way Modric plays and his positioning in the team, he could literally cause damage. It's the same thing. It's the same way Sterling plays. He reminded me of Sterling when I watched him play.
Okay, so what is going on at Chelsea then? Because he still has that pace at Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's still playing out wide.
See, it
what's
boils down
going
to
on?
what you've
What's
been
the
telling
difference?
Chelsea fans from the start of the season.
Not
your team
really,
needs
because I don't know
help.
because I don't know about Mudryk. So what's going on? What do we have to do to get the best
Ryan,
out
if
of
you
him?
want an answer from
Steve, I want to know from Tony because he's watched him. So and he wanted him at Arsenal. So I just genuinely want.
I just gave you a reason. I just gave you a reason that
you said he had pace, and he still has pace at Chelsea.
I agree.
I don't have any winger. Yeah, I don't have any winger apart from Saka and Martinelli in some cases. Yeah, that has lightning pace the way that guy does. Reece Nelson, but the end product, what's up? Modric, when I saw him in those videos, a few, like just two. This season.
Okay, that's fine. What do Chelsea have to do?
I saw Modric playing. He was racy, pacey. His pace, he cuts in deep.
Does he have end product?
It comes back to help. It had end product at Ukraine. He was scoring some second goals.
That's fine. I'm just curious to what.
And he had me fooled.
Do Chelsea have to do to get the best out of him next season going on?
Fooled.
Okay, but wait, he had you fooled, so he's not a good player.
It might not.
No, I'm genuine. I don't know. By the way, I'm genuinely asking you.
And Vladimir, that's why I'm also talking about Premiership proven players. He fooled me. That's what I'm saying.
But so if he fooled you, so he won't come good. So he's a waste of 100 mil for us. Oh well, technically it's 60.
I don't know. That's why we have to give him time and see in the second season what happened.
Okay, so we have to give him time next season. So how can Chelsea?
Next season.
No, I know, and that's why I'm asking. How can Chelsea Poch? It seems like we're getting Poches will be our coach next season. How can Pochettino get the best out of Mudryk next season? What do we have to do? Is there a style of play? Is there a certain player profile? How do we have to use him? How can we get the best out of him? So
it's clearly shown that Chelsea Football Club is not playing as a team. I think you guys have to start playing as a team again.
No, hold on, Steve. No,
he has to plug the holes. And again, you have aging players. See, N'Golo Kante, I'm sorry,
No,
he can't be the
no,
defensive
but I
midfielder
what
of
no,
your
but
team.
what does
You
no
still
no no?
have
How does that
Silver,
affect
who's one
Mudryk?
old guy, is still
How does that
your
affect
best
Mudryk?
defender in your football club.
Tony,
There's so
Tony, how
many
does that
things that could
Tony? How
make
does that affect
Modric
Mudryk?
not perform at his optimum level.
How does
That's what
Thiago
I'm saying.
Silva and Kante affect Mudryk? Kante's been injured for the vast majority
They're
of the
not
season.
playing as a team. They're not playing as a team.
Okay, so if we play, I know. Okay, obviously we have to play as a team. But is there a
Yes.
Yeah.
particular style of play? Is there a particular way we have to use
A
Mudryk? How do we
tactic?
get the best out of him? Because we spent big money, so we have to use him. How do we get the best out of him? I'm curious. Because he's my player, and we need to get the best out of him. So
Yeah.
I
how do we
don't
get the best out of
know.
him?
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, you've watched him. If you don't know, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Hopefully,
know, but
I really don't
Pochettino
know.
knows. Hopefully, Pochettino knows.
I really don't know. I really don't know because
Okay,
the
fair enough.
midfielders
Steve,
you've brought into your
if
football club,
yeah,
I don't know. They've
okay,
not
fair
helped
enough.
in any way.
Fair enough.
They've not helped in any
Fair,
way. They're not feeding him
I
enough passes to create chances. That's what I feel.
Enzo's not feeding Mudryk. That's fair enough. Tony, or not Tony, Steve, how do we get the best out of Mudryk next season?
well, if you guys go with the 4-1-4-1, for me, Sudakov is the midfielder he would play the most alongside. So he would play in a 4-1-4-1, Mudryk off the left, Sudakov, Stepanenko would take care of everything in the middle. And as well as Bogdan, I forget how to say his fucking name, Mika, fucking something. Good player. Left back. For me, what you have to
It's
do,
not about
combination.
bringing in players. How will they use him? Don't talk about bringing
He's
in players.
answering. He's answering. He never said bringing players.
See. How
He's
will it work?
answering the question. Tony, he's
What?
answering
How
the
will it
question.
work?
He's answering the
Because
question.
it's good. I could tell you 4-4-2. That wasn't the question you
Tony,
asked me.
Tony, he's
You asked
answering
me
I
the
if
didn't
it's a
even
way.
say
question.
4-4-2.
Yeah, I would have
He's
told you,
answering
okay, good,
the
you can
question.
go on a 4-4-2. You can
Steve,
go on a
Tony,
3-5.
Tony,
3-5-2.
Tony,
Tell you
Tony.
tactics.
My question was, how was
But
he?
he's saying
You
no, the calves, this, that.
no,
How
Tony,
can you
Tony,
use
Tony,
Modric in that Chelsea
Tony.
team
My
right now?
question
No,
was
no
my
players
Tony. My
being
question was,
brought in.
how was he? How was he using Ukraine, and how can we get the best? Or at Shakhtar, sorry, and how can we get the best out of him? Steve is telling me
Okay.
how he was using Ukraine and how we can then get the best out of him. So sorry, Steve. Continue.
It combination play, quick combination play alongside Lassina Traore, who would drop very deep, very, very deep, play in midfield alongside Sudakov, and let Mudryk break off the left with through balls. What?
Okay, so how do we do that at
No,
Chelsea?
I'm just so I
Play
can't
a
laugh on my own show
4-1-4-1.
again.
Play a 4-1-4-1.
Mhm.
Have a midfielder with some legs that will give quality, good combination play with Mudryk, and also have the striker drop back a bit. Combine those kind of triangle passing, right? That's where Mudryk was at his best, especially near the halfway line too. Especially near the halfway line, because it could tease defenders to come in. What are you shaking your head about?
Back
don't
up,
know,
please
Steve-
tell these people. Chelsea had too much instability.
Oh my God.
See, no matter how much you talk about that, yeah, the players, how they will play, how this will what see. If
That's what Latimer's Prime asked me to give him. So that's why the answer I gave was the answer I
same set of
gave.
players that they have right now. That team would not use Modric to its optimal ability.
No, you're right, Tony.
Fact.
Tony, you're right. So,
I'm
Tony.
serious
Question,
about
Tony.
that. This Chelsea still have
question.
players in that team that they cannot progress until those guys go away and a different new project starts up. New players are being brought in, the right players. Chelsea doesn't have the right.
Yes, so if they brought in a profile player like a Sudakov.
Tony,
No matter
Tony,
how
I
much you talk
agree.
about changing
Tony,
and
I agree
tweaking
with you.
the whole thing, it's
Tony,
not going to work.
Tony, hold on, Tony. So no, I agree with you. The way we've been ran this year has been shambolic. So does that not then mean Mudryk cannot be viewed as a player who has fooled you and the coaches, because Chelsea are shambolic anyway in the way where we're ran, so no player is going to succeed. Sterling, a proven Premier League player, Premier League proven, he's flopped. Wesley Fofana, he's flopped, Premier League proven. So of course Mudryk, who's come in from the Ukrainian league, he's also going to flop as well. Is that not, do you not think it's not Mudryk's fault? Tony? I'm curious because
Latimus,
you've used that as a
Latimus,
point, so I'm
what do you
curious.
say? What do
I
you want
don't
me to say?
know. I want you to be honest and just answer my question
About what, Latimus?
about what I just said.
What did you just say?
About you were talking about how I don't know, Mudryk has fooled me. He's fooled the coaches, and I was
No,
saying that
no, I didn't say you. I
about
said me. I
no,
didn't
no,
say you.
I know, no. I'm
Yeah.
quoting you. That's what I mean.
Okay.
He
Okay.
fooled you, Tony. He fooled the coaches,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah. Yeah.
saying that. Hold on, and I was saying that because you were agreeing with Chelsea instability will not run properly, etc. If I run the same way next season, and I was saying that, then is it fair to say we can't? It's unfair to say Mudryk has fooled you and fooled the coaches because if Raheem Sterling, Premier League proven goal scorer in the Premier League, if he's underperformed, then Mudryk, of course, is also going to underperform as well. So is it not fair to say Mudryk? We can't say he's fooled you because there's so much instability at Chelsea.
Yeah. Yeah. I could also say that too. It depends on how you want. It depends on perspective. It depends on how you want to see it. See, I
Why
just
didn't you
felt
look at
that
it that
Chelsea.
way?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're just bringing that to me right now, and I'm looking at it from that way, right? Yeah,
Okay,
that's another way. That's another perspective we can look at it, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Cool.
I do agree.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you, C, for telling me how Chelsea could get the best out of Mudryk.
No
It's nice to
problem.
have that question
Yeah.
answered.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Poch, if you're watching this, hopefully you listen to Steve and do that.
Bro, and for me also another thing that he does well inside the box, he's actually very good at quick decision making. At least when he was at Shakhtar, very good at quick decision making inside the box. Like he doesn't take unnecessary touches. He usually when he gets the ball inside the box on a good through ball, he'll take a quick shot, he'll chip it. He makes up his mind pretty quick.
Is he a goal scorer? Because Steve said he scores goals. Is he a goal scorer?
I think for let me look up his
Tony,
stats.
Tony,
I think
not Steve.
Oh, not
Tony
Steve.
said-
Sorry, Tony said he scores goals. Is he a goal scorer? Is he prolific?
Not prolific, but at least he's put up.
He had, if I'm not mistaken, 12 appearances. Yeah, okay, I got him right here. 12 appearances in Ukraine for the 22-23 Ukrainian Premier League season. 7 goals, 6 assists, and 12.
Not bad.
So he did a bit of both,
Not
and
bad.
3
That's
yellows
amazing.
and 1 red.
Decent.
Not bad.
Yeah, no,
Listen, I checked the old stats.
like I
and
said,
But you didn't mention those stats though, Tony.
No. I'm saying that he was to come to Arsenal. We did rundown on this guy, Latimus. I did transfer window roundups here. You weren't
but
there.
just
I was
now,
doing lots of roundups.
but just now when I was speaking on him,
No.
You said he scores goals, which yes, you did say he scores goals.
I
you
didn't
didn't
say
mention
prolific. I said he
No.
scores goals.
I know. I just said
Not
that. You said he
prolific.
scores. You said
when
he
you
scores
add prolific,
goals.
changes the whole
But you
thing.
didn't mention. You didn't. Okay. You said he scores goals, but you didn't mention.
I didn't say
how many
prolific.
he scores.
No. Yeah.
I did. I just. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So
Anyway, thank you. Thank you,
and
Steve,
see,
for
yeah,
the
Latimus, please, yeah. That was all those things fooled me, yeah, when I was checking this guy out in the summer.
Why
Because
would it have
I
fooled you?
actually did. No, I checked his numbers, yeah. I checked his numbers. Checked the way he was playing. I've seen him a few times with Shakhtar Donetsk.
in the Champions League or in Ukraine?
Champions League, I've seen
Oh, okay.
some of his performances in Champions League.
Against Celtic.
And then I had to go back to some videos and check him out, like full matches. I went on full matches, watching the way this guy play, his pace, how he cuts in, and most of the time he even comes back,
the halfway line in particular.
Yeah, exactly, for defensive duties.
Because that's how that he realizes that on the halfway line, the more defenders he gets on him, the more pace he has because of all that space. If you could beat the defender,
exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly. So I saw all these things, and I was all wrapped up in that thing. And when he came to Chelsea, boom, it all blew up in my face. And
But again, it's not. But it's not. But
I said we dodged the bullet at the end of the day.
No, but
you
you
didn't
really
dodge a
say-
bullet.
But again, Latimus just made me
Good
see it in
player.
a different light this evening.
Can you really say you dodged
okay.
the bullet? Can you really say you dodged the bullet though?
No.
But Latimus, yeah, in the business of today, yeah, let's get this correct, yeah. Let's leave all this talk, yeah. Let's get this correct. When you're spending 80, 90 million pounds for a player, yeah, and for a forward player, a player that you deem an offensive player, yeah, he should be coming in, he should be putting up at least 10, 20 assists in a season. He should be scoring goals, lots of goals
Should he
for you.
be? Should he be?
That's what. See, no. I'm just saying when you're spending 80 to 90 million pounds, that's big money to spend it at
But
this time.
should he?
Not
Should
really.
he? Hold on. Should he be?
Yeah.
But if you're, because you've talked about Chelsea and instability and how bad we're run, and if we're run the same next
No,
season,
no.
so
I'm not, no, no, no. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that right now, if you're going for a player, 100,
and
90
I've
million,
just said, and I've just added in context.
yeah.
Like maybe Pepe would have succeeded at Arsenal if he had joined like this summer when Arsenal were great. Maybe Pepe would have succeeded. The environment matters, surely not. So
Or
that's the
maybe the
same thing I'm
coach,
saying.
or maybe the coach,
So,
or
and that's
maybe
the
the
same
coach,
The coach is
also too, and that's
or
also
maybe
what
the
I'm saying.
coach.
And
What's
that's
the
what I'm
problem with
saying
Pepe?
about that's what I'm
There's a
saying
lot of
about
factors.
Mudryk. That's what I'm saying
Mm.
about Mudryk. That you can't say that he's fooled you when you're also saying Chelsea are ran badly.
Mm.
So if we're terrible with instability, obviously it's going to affect their players. If it's affected Sterling, who's proven in the Premier League goal scorer, then it's also going to affect the 60 million pound we spent, not 80 million, the 60 million we spent on Mudryk.
Well, see, that's why I said it's perspective. It's the way we look at it. So, and again, you put out a way that I could see it through a different lenses this evening, and I kind of resonate with that because I wasn't looking at it from that perspective.
Is it really
And
perspective
that's a
though?
good thing.
Because you agree that we're unstable. Because if
Yeah,
Mudryk had
no,
if
I was
Mudryk
thinking that Arsenal dodged the bullets.
but you haven't.
I was
Because,
understanding.
hold on. Because Steve also hold on, dodged the bullet. So did you expect Mudryk to come in and hit the ground running in January?
in an unstable Chelsea team.
No, not at Chelsea, at Arsenal.
I'm talking
Again,
at Arsenal.
he was
Yeah.
he was supposed
Yeah.
to join Arsenal. So did you expect
Yeah.
him to hit the ground running at Arsenal?
Yes, I did expect that.
But Steve said on that stream that because again he was supposed to join Arsenal. So at that time we were thinking about Arsenal. Steve said that he will come in and take a couple of months to like settle in and bed in. So even at a great Arsenal team, because they were top of the league at that point, clear. At a great Arsenal team, it would have taken him a couple of months to bed in and until he started showing something. So if it's going to take him a couple of months at Arsenal, surely it's going to take even longer in an unstable Chelsea.
It's totally understandable. But again, yeah, see, Latimus, this could have gone a different route for this guy if he came to Arsenal. Arsenal.
But
a
you just
more
said you dodged the
stable
bullet.
club. Wait. Listen, Steve. It could have been a different ball game if he did come to Arsenal. Arsenal is run differently. We've not brought in lots of players that have maybe different playing styles and that have not really played together. That Chelsea team haven't really played together.
Steve,
Yeah,
Tony, I agree. You are spot on.
If he did come to Arsenal, maybe things would have taken a different turn.
Yeah, they would have taken a different turn.
A team that's played together, he would just slot in there and try and use his space and help the team. Good. It should have done different for him. And mind you, he has an Ukrainian who is down there who would actually help him, with the whole harmonization with the whole team and stuff like that. So I don't know. I might be wrong again. I might be
no. Tony, you're spot on. So that's why you saying that he fooled you and you dodged the bullet is wrong then. Because he would have joined a better environment, a superior coach, Arsenal top of the league, everything's great and harmony. He would have joined that team and settled in quicker and helped you guys to potentially win the league. So
yeah, but he didn't come in, so hence the dodging.
You're wrong then in saying that he fooled you, right? Yeah, you're wrong in saying you dodged the bullet, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Probably if you say that.
Bro, Courtois just made a mad save on Haaland. A mad save.
Yeah.
Guys, man.
Fair enough.
Lovely show today, guys. This was
That was a good show.
Yeah, it was I loved it. Latimus likes bringing that heat. So sometimes it's
Oh,
just
also, Arsenal are gonna be in pot three in the Champions League next season. Thoughts on that,
Yeah,
Tony?
yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Pot three.
man. That would be huge, man. See, I just want to see, and any team they want to bring up, man. I'm okay with it, man. Anything, because
Any
see,
team.
any team,
You guys
anything.
could
The
potentially.
thing that
You guys,
see,
yeah,
Ladimus.
yeah.
Let me tell you the truth. Yeah, see, if I go into the yeah, I might be dreaming, Ladimus. Yeah, but just
Mhm.
check this out. Yeah, Ladimus, just check this out. If I go into that summer market, yeah. I bring in a Caicedo. Xhaka leaves the football club at the end of the season. It's certain he's leaving, yeah? I bring in a Caicedo. I bring in a Declan Rice. I bring in a Yao Cancelo. And I bring in just one more striker to just help him. In my front. Latimus, even you can't deny that I'll be having a title challenging team. At least
But
a
you
Benfica
already have it.
team that
But
can
you already
challenge.
have it. But you
Yeah, we
already have
already
it.
have that, but we don't have quality. Let me put it in the way you would understand. We don't have quality, mostly in our bench,
Is
right?
Cancelo gonna be on a free?
No.
No, but
How
we
much
might
will
be
he cost?
parting with like about 50, 60 million pounds.
60 mil for Cancelo.
50
1-0
million,
Man
50,
City.
56. 1 nil man say,
Yes,
oh shit,
Bernardo
no,
Silva.
done. Hey,
oh no,
Champions
this,
League. Hey, City are
oh
gonna win the
yeah, that's
Champions League,
true.
man. I've said it since the season started. Let's go. Anyway, okay,
No,
so
so wait,
60 mil for
Vladimir, so you
Cancelo.
want Man City to win the Champions League?
Well, I've predicted it since like the season before the season started.
Oh
So
my God, no. See,
why
you're
you
right.
don't want them winning Champions League?
I'd love for them to win the
I don't want
treble.
them winning the Champions League, man. Oh
Why?
Why?
no. Oh no. Oh my God.
Why?
No.
What do you
It's
have
gonna
against
be
Man City?
Maybe.
no.
I mean, you never know. Maybe
Don't.
Pep finally wins the Champions League and
He
leaves.
goes to Arsenal.
Pep goes to Arsenal.
Yeah,
It's
See.
crazy
why
that
not? Why not? A man
and
could
the
dream, right?
Arsenal have been trying and this guy's just get this
But anyway, so
oil
what?
money and
60
just
mil.
come in and just
Wait,
win the
is
Champions League.
Gundogan going on a free this summer?
Yes, going on the free. He's
Possibly.
going on the free. He's
Would it
going
not
on the
make
free.
more sense to get Gundogan as opposed to Declan Rice and Caicedo?
What? Say that
But,
again.
but
Sorry.
again, Godowan is already old, right?
Gundogan is like 31.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
really old in
Not
today's
really
game.
old.
yeah, I
Zlatan is really old.
I know, but it's
Gundogan
aging.
32.
Just
Sorry.
have only
No, but
like
it's
maybe like 2 to 3
experience.
seasons, right?
But it's
3 seasons, right?
experience. It's
A
experience
winner, shows up in clutch moments, team
Mhm.
player, can
which
play
you
in
need.
different
If
positions.
Arsenal had a a Gundogan this past month,
Mm.
you'd be title winners.
Because he would score you clutch goals, clutch
Yeah.
assists.
Yeah,
Look, in
instead
that
of
Everton game, he was responsible and it had a hand in each and
Good-
every single one of the
Good and
3
okay,
goals.
but will he want to sit on an Arsenal bench? This is
why
No,
would
he
he
would
be on the bench?
start.
Wait, hold
He
on.
would
Why would he?
start for
Why
you
would he be
guys.
on your bench? Why would he be on your bench?
if it, that's what I'm saying. If we bring in someone like Declan Rice and Caicedo,
No. That's why I said one of Rice or Caicedo with Gundogan. But
I'm sorry,
even
I
if
want Rice and Caicedo. I
okay,
want the two. Because mind you, Xhaka
okay,
is
Tony,
going.
fine, that's
Xhaka
fine.
is leaving the
Say you
football
bring in
club.
Caicedo.
Yeah,
Say you bring in Caicedo and you bring in Rice
yeah,
and you bring in Gundogan. Like you were saying when I was talking about where would Cancelo play, you were talking about you need the quality and stuff like that. And how
yeah.
about
Cancelo
why
is
is
not
Man City
31
have
though.
it?
Cancelo is
No,
not
no,
31 though,
but 31 is not
and it's
old.
and again, it's in a
For,
problem
Tony,
area. It's
no,
in a
but for
problem
one,
area.
hold on. Yeah, but your midfield is also a problem area.
Not really, just a few tweaks
If
and things.
Xhaka's leaving and Partey
Yeah.
might go prison, your midfield is a problem area.
Let's close the show. Partey go to prison. Are you serious?
Partey, he might go prison.
he's not out of the woods yet.
And even
Is
if he is out of the woods, the way Arsenal fans have been speaking about Partey the last month or so, that in clutch moments he's not really turning up for you guys. You need options. You need quality.
Oh, sell him.
And of course,
Yeah.
that's why I want quality. That's why I want Caicedo.
And
Rice.
surely, would you not want a midfield of Partey? Well, even though he might be in prison, Xhaka will be gone, but you have Partey, Rice, Caicedo, and Gundogan. Surely you would want that.
Good. If he's coming on a free, yeah, good. I would like it. It's not a problem.
I
for
would
me.
love him.
Yeah, me
My
too. I would
number
love
one
it.
transfer if
I
Newcastle,
would love
if I
it,
could have
but
one player this summer, it's Gundogan. If I could have
I
one
know,
player.
Newcastle.
but
Listen,
again,
Newcastle,
I'll
leave
be a
Gundogan
but
alone.
boss.
but again, we have a Godowan who is 31 years. Yeah, probably has
32.
31,
Does his
32,
game
right?
rely on
Who
pace?
probably only has maybe 2 to 3 seasons.
Why is he
left in him in the Premier
Why
League.
is he starting today? Why is he starting today
No, I'm
in
not.
in a Champions League semifinal leg 2 against Real
You're taking
Madrid at
this too
home?
far. There's no fight.
No.
He's a good player.
He's a fantastic player.
He's world class.
Just listen to where I'm going
Yeah.
to. Listen to where I'm going to. But
Huh?
there is a player who is going to be leaving Leicester City at the end of the season.
Oh my
for
God!
free.
No, you
And it's
can't.
Yuri
No,
Tielemans.
no.
And it's Yuri Tielemans. And Yuri Tielemans. No,
He's not in the same galaxy.
I know. Just listen. And I'm just saying, Yuri Tielemans is living on a free from Leicester City. This guy is younger than Godowan. He could give you more. And see, you can't deny it's a decent player, right? Not
He's
Godowan
decent
level,
and
not Godowan
Gundogan is
level,
world
but it's a
class.
decent player, right? Wait. Is he a decent player to you? Is
Tony,
Tielemans
but
a
that's the
decent player?
difference between finishing first and finishing second.
Yep.
Good,
Straight
good,
up.
but he could also still be a squad player.
No, but Tony, but that's fine. But Tony, then next season, if you don't win the league, don't complain that why don't we have the quality?
No, I'm not
Why
saying
is Yuri Tielemans
See,
getting gassed out and running out of
I'm
energy
just-
at the 70th minute?
I'm just throwing a shot in the dark.
But
I'm not
you
saying I
shouldn't.
want
But you
him.
shouldn't be mentioning players that
Can
are
I
not of
just
the
say
level.
these things?
No,
No, I know, but would you agree that Tielemans is a decent player?
not compared to Gundogan, no.
Leicester fans don't think that Tielemans is a Arsenal caliber player.
And I think Tielemans.
Not
I
Arsenal
think
caliber,
Tielemans
but I'm
is.
saying is he a
I think
decent player?
Tielemans. I think Tielemans
I
is
just
good,
asked
but
that.
he's not. He's well. Okay, he's not better than Rice. He's not better than Caicedo.
Yeah, but
Hell
he's a decent
no.
player.
And he's
And-
not.
and-
he's
and
not
he's
nowhere
good.
near Gundogan.
I'm just asking, is he a decent player? It's simple.
Yes.
Not decent enough to where Arsenal want to go.
Arsenal.
No,
Yeah, no,
where
right?
Arsenal want to go. No.
Would Man City take him?
But again,
No.
But again, can he be that player you can bring off the bench?
No.
To do
No.
what? To
Nothing.
do what?
So clearly you don't respect the player. You don't think it's.
Hold on. Hold on. So this time next season in March in a title running, you're 2-0 down against Brighton. You trust Tielemans to help you win the game?
No, I'm just saying.
Or a
Steve
hat-trick.
Machala. See, Steve Machala, on this show, you've said that you would take Tielemans in
No, I
your
didn't.
team. You've said it. Should I bring it out?
You
can find the clip, but
I've never said that.
I mean, okay.
I said it. I've asked
Okay,
you. Would
you
you
know
take
what?
Yuri Tielemans in your team?
Tony,
and you said,
Tony.
you would take
Okay,
him.
fine.
Coming
Let's
now,
assume.
you
Let's
know what I'm saying?
assume.
You don't
Let's
like him.
assume
You
Steve
don't,
has
you
said
don't
that.
like the player. It's not a decent player.
Wait, Tony.
No, it's not fair, man.
Tony, let's
Fair
assume
for what?
Steve has said. Let's assume Steve has said that. Assuming Steve has said that,
Yeah.
Newcastle are not challenging for a title next season, so that's irrelevant.
You don't know. You don't know next season. You
No,
don't
but
know.
Newcastle's ambitions are not Arsenal's ambitions. You guys want to win the league next season.
And who said?
Then again,
would wanna
Newcastle,
win the
we
league
want to
next
do everything, bro.
Newcastle,
We're just worried about the next game.
But realistically, Newcastle are not going for the title next season.
We're looking for a
Steve,
trophy.
do you agree? Steve, do you agree to that?
Are you going for the title?
You're not
Bro,
going
we're
the
looking
title
for a
next season?
trophy. We're looking for a trophy. I don't give a fuck if that's
If
Europa
Newcastle
League,
want to win,
Champions
if
League,
Newcastle
FA
want to
Cup,
win the title next season and they bring in Tielemans, you're not serious.
Yeah.
As your starter, you're not serious. You're not
Yeah,
serious.
no, it's a starter. Hell no.
No, but I'm just saying he's
For
leaving
an FA
free.
Cup, sure.
Latimus is leaving for free. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, fine.
You
So
don't
bring
Gundogan
him
is
in.
leaving for free and has shown up in clutch moments.
Hold on. So Tony,
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying that this player is on a free. That's what I'm
he
saying.
is on
I'm
a
not
he
saying I want
is
him.
on a free. He is on a
I'm free.
But why
I know
talk
how to
about
listen. I know how to detach myself away from statements. I'm
What?
talking as a presenter here. I'm not
Wait,
like
what?
So why don't you
I'm
give
not.
your actual opinions then?
I'm
Give your actual
objective.
opinion.
It's just an opinion. Yeah,
So keep no,
I'm
hold
very
on. But you said
objective
it's
here.
no, but you
I'm
said
not
it's an
subjective
opinion.
in
Oh,
this.
Vinny.
I'm just saying that he's free, Latimer.
But-
He's on a free.
What the fuck, Kyle
You said
Walker?
it. You said
So don't you think?
okay,
Don't you think many
okay.
teams, Latimer? Don't you think many teams will be looking at your Tillemans? This
That's
kind of player, Premiership
regardless.
proven, is leaving on a
That's
free.
that's regardless. If they're not going for the title, it's regardless of what they're doing.
Okay.
Also, Tony, what striker do you want? Do you want one to back up Jesus or to start ahead of him?
You need someone to start ahead.
I want one to
Start ahead.
see, yeah, but
Have
see,
to.
yeah, see, but he had injuries this season, right? He had injuries this season, right?
Okay.
Yeah, he had it. Can't it just be like something like this Haaland Alvarez kind of relationship? I want
Yes,
something like
Jesus
that.
is not. Jesus
Yeah,
is
I
not
want
Alvarez.
something like that. I
Well,
want
what
something
for
like
what
that.
for what Haaland Jesus relationship? Haaland is the guy.
Yeah,
No. I'm saying Haaland Alvarez. Haaland Alvarez.
There is no Haaland Alvarez thing.
No.
Haaland is the guy.
No. Do you understand that if Haaland is not playing, that Alvarez is playing? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, but
I
yeah.
want a striker that's just like that, not really like.
Haaland is the guy though, and Alvarez is just a bench guy.
Yeah,
Very good one.
that will come
So-
in and have the same amount of effect that on Haaland would, let's say, maybe have in a matchup.
So
For us 2 goals.
is Jesus your Haaland or your Alvarez?
No, we can get someone else who could be more.
no.
What about
Answer the
getting
question.
someone like? Yeah.
No. Is
I just
Jesus?
answered it.
No,
I
you
just
didn't.
answered it.
You didn't.
You
That we
You didn't. You didn't.
that we could get.
Here's
another
answering the
striker.
question.
No.
Let me
Hold on,
show you
hold
an
on, Steve,
example.
Hold on. Sorry, Steve. No,
That we could get another
you said
striker.
get another striker, yes. But is Jesus your Alvarez or your Haaland? Because Haaland starts more or less every game.
No. Sadly, I would say no. This season, yeah, because with the injury, it's shown that he can't get us up.
So
there.
he's your Alvarez. So he's your Alvarez.
Is the backup.
Yeah.
So you're looking to
I need-
upgrade
I need-
on Jesus.
I need an upgrade on
And
Jesus.
starting
Yeah,
11.
because
Man,
see, I'm going to fry the bigger fish next season. I'm going to the Champions League. Yeah.
Wait, Tony, may I
Ladies
ask,
and
what does that
gentlemen,
mean?
I'm
When you say
I'm going
fry
to
the
the
bigger
Champions
fish,
League.
question, Tony, when you say you're going to fry the bigger fish, what does that?
Yeah.
Do you mean you're going to win the Champions League next season? What does that mean?
I'm going there to compete. That's what I'm saying. I want to go there to compete. I don't want to be among the numbers. I want to
So
go there and
semi-final, final.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to get
Okay.
to that level.
Whoa, Tony Cruz.
Is that ambition wrong from an Arsenal fan?
Not at
Shouldn't
all.
I have such ambition?
Okay.
Yeah. And
I didn't say you shouldn't. I didn't disagree with you.
Good. And see, yeah, it's possible. It's just 5 signings is okay. We get this done. Caicedo, Rice, maybe a Godwin or something like that. Maybe bring
Striker. Backup center back.
a defender, one more defender. Or Yao Cancelo could help us for that.
So
for that
what
run
forward
in.
do you want?
And a striker, maybe a Vlahovic. A Vlahovic. What about
Vlahovic
testing
is
the
not
water?
coming to sit
Maybe
on
a
the bench.
Vlahovic. Well, Juventus want to sell him.
So Vlahovic will be your Haaland then, who'll be starting, and Jesus will be on the bench.
Yeah.
Man, do you not feel
I'll
bad for
compare that.
Jesus? Imagine leaving City because you want to start, you go to Arsenal, and you end up being on the bench a year later, man.
It's because but Prime. That is who Jesus is.
Yeah,
He's
no,
not
I
a starting
agree.
caliber at a big club.
Steve,
He's a
I agree
very,
with
very good
you,
bench
but we were told at the start of the season that he's a world-class striker and better than Kane.
Yeah, we were. Funny how that worked out. And same with
Yeah.
Zinchenko.
Mm.
Same with Zinchenko. Bro, there was a
Well, yeah,
reason
bro.
Man City sold them.
But the thing
It's
is, if
not
you
that
get
they're bad
Vlahovic,
players.
Yeah, good, but
If
it's
you
not
get-
that. It's not like they're garbage, innit?
I didn't say they were garbage.
Yeah,
I
it's
said
not like garbage.
I literally just got done with saying I
just
just got done with saying they are not bad players, but they are role players, not the main men in a side.
sure. I totally
Steve,
agree.
Vlahovic, does he suit the way Arsenal play, or would you have to adapt yourself?
I
But
don't.
that's
I
that Well, that's a coach job.
2-0 Man City
his
Silva
job.
again.
That's Mikel
That's a
Arteta's
what?
job. That's his job.
No. I
Bring him a striker
I know it's his job.
make
I'm
him play.
asking.
Okay,
No. But
okay.
that doesn't answer my question. Does he suit your style of play right now, or would Arsenal have to adapt to suit him?
I don't think he suits their style of play. No, for me, he's not that mobile. For me, he's
Well,
not
not
that
saying
mobile.
that was what was said about Haaland, and look at what he's done at Man
I'm
United.
not saying Arsenal shouldn't
They
get
said
him.
he
By the way,
wasn't
I'm not
mobile. They
saying
said he has a checkered injury record, and look at what he's done at
I'm
Man
not
City.
saying Arsenal shouldn't get Vlahovic. By the way, I think he's quality. I'm just saying, like, does he suit you, or do you get someone else who does suit you guys that can do the whole link up play Jesus does, but actually
I'm
is prolific?
open. See, Latimus, I'm open. I'm open to any. I'm open to anyone. Laturo Martinez. I rate. Many people don't rate that guy, but I rate him. I rate Laturo Martinez. If he's coming in, I would like him. And of course, if you give him a shot at at the Champions League chasing team like Arsenal, up his cash for what he's receiving right now at Inter, and bring him to Arsenal and up his cash and provide him with Champions League football, also with a chance to spearhead the attack in Arsenal. Come on, man, he'll take it. You know, bring him and we have Mikel Arteta. That already has a structure already. See, Latimus, I'm 4 to 5 players away from creating a title-winning team.
I
Seriously.
disagree. I think it's
Seriously.
less. I think it's less.
Oh, you think it's less? Okay.
Yeah. And not even just less.
Why?
I think
I think we do still need 2 more midfielders. I think we still do need a central defender in case William Saliba gets injured or Gabriel gets injured. You saw what happened. William Saliba off, we're bringing Rob Holding, right? So that's 3 players already. We do need a striker, right? Someone who will come in place of Gabriel Jesus, right? We do need a left back or a right back, someone who will come in who can play those areas like a Yao Cancelo, right? Good. Now that's 4. So no difference, 4-5, right? And mind you, some players are leaving this season. Kieran Tierney is leaving. El Neni might be pushed out the club this season. Granit Xhaka is already leaving the football club this season. Rhys Nelson has rejected 3 deals. They gave him 1 deal today. He rejected it. That's 3 deals. He might be leaving the football club. Balogun might be leaving the football club. Patino might be leaving the football club. Pepe might be sold. Mari is already sold. We do need maybe a replacement from those players that have already left, right? Or that will be leaving at the end of the season, right?
Not really, because if you improve your first 11, the guys who are currently starting would then be your bench players. And also the areas that you guys need improving, I disagree with it. I think it's slightly other areas. I think you need a better goalkeeper. I agree you need a fullback. I don't think it necessarily has to be Cancelo, but I do agree you need a fullback. I think your centre back options are fine, to be fair. Your midfield, I'm assuming Jorginho will be there another season. At least for now, it seems like you have Partey. You bring in one of Casado or Rice. You try and get 1-1. That's fine if you want both, but realistically, you're not getting both. You get Casado or Rice.
You can't say so. You can't say so because the news is saying that they've given Mikel Arteta £200 million to tie up the deals of both Caicedo and Declan Rice. So
how much would Caicedo be?
80-90 million.
80-90 mil, and
80,
Rice is also
Rice about
100. Is going to go for like 90. If they win the Conference
90,
League, that's 100.
Hold on.
But again, they've also talked about players going the other way. So player exchange could also
like who? Pepe?
Okay, fine. No, hold on. Fine. Let's say 90 mil for Rice and 90 for Caicedo. That's 180 mil. Tierney,
plus,
how much would he be? How much would you get for Tierney? Maybe 25, 30?
2025. We're getting money from Pablo Mari.
I would pay.
Pablo Mari would not. Pablo Mari's not bringing. Pablo Mari's not bringing in a lot of money.
He's bringing in
a lot, but we'll get at least up to 6-8 million for him.
And then he won't be a lot of money.
El Neni, no, he might be leaving on a free.
There's no point selling Rob Holding when
Emmy Smith Rowe is leaving. We'll be getting some cash from him.
You're gonna sell Elmo
Uh,
Smith Rowe. I thought he was quality.
no, but he's gonna go because he wants more playing chances. So I don't
Okay,
think they'll be
cool.
giving
Like,
a
I just
starting
don't
job
agree
to
with.
Arsenal.
I just don't agree on necessarily the areas to improve on per se, and also the amount of money you're spending on certain guys. I think Arsenal need a better goalkeeper. I think you need a fullback, but you
They
can
could
get.
improve, yeah.
I think you can
Yeah,
get a cheaper
I
one
approve. Man.
than Cancelo. I think your midfield options, if instead of spending 180 mil combined for Casado and Rice, you get one of them. You try and get Gundogan on the free. If you can't, then go and try and get a midfielder in Europe because there's quality out there.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I,
agree. I
I
agree.
agree. You need a goal scorer. It doesn't necessarily maybe have to be a striker per se, but you do need a goal scorer.
Mm.
Particularly one that could back up Saka as well, because him playing on that right hand side.
Now we've not even talked about that one. Yeah, we need a Diaby that plays for Bayer Leverkusen.
I
Yeah, that guy.
disagree. I think Jesus.
I
I
like
think
that
Jesus
guy.
can play on the right. Jesus can play on the right hand side
I
because
want Jesus to
Diaby
be a
is going to cost
striker.
a lot.
I
Jesus is,
prefer Jesus as a striker.
but the way he plays anyway, he drifts out there. He drifts
He
out wide.
drifts
So
out there, right? Yeah, but I
why not
want to
play
be a
him
striker.
wide?
I want a different player to just come in and challenge Saka for that.
Can someone answer me how Hakan Çalhanoğlu got such a fucking gorgeous wife? Can someone please, and he looks like that?
He's a footballer. He's a footballer.
Well, yeah.
Bro, man.
Bro, I just saw a picture of him and his wife.
Wives on
She's fucking.
TV. Bro.
No, but it's cool. Okay,
No, I'm
cool.
on
So
Insta.
Steve, or not Steve, Tony, you want to bring in what 5 starting 11 players, basically, right?
No. But Latimus, check this out, yeah. Don't you think as an Arsenal fan, I should want someone that should
I'm not
come
disagreeing
in
with you. I
and
am
give
not disagreeing
Saka
with you.
and give Saka a run for his money.
Tony, I did not disagree with you. I said, do you want 5 starting
Yeah,
11 players?
Good. So now you can see that we even need even up to 5-6.
No,
What
but
I've
I'm just
checked
asking
already.
a question. Do you? So what you need? Do Arsenal? You're saying Arsenal need 4 or 5 starting 11 players?
Yes, because we're going to the Champions League. We need squad depth. We need quality within that squad depth also. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So with 5 coming straight in,
Yeah.
and the players who you want, Cancelo,
I want
Caicedo,
Cancelo. I want
Rice,
Diaby, Moussa
Gundogan,
Diaby.
Diaby.
I want
None of these
Gundogan.
players. Well, depending on if City win the Champions League this season.
Caicedo, Declan Rice.
Hold on. None of those players are Champions League like proven Champions League winners. Depending on if Gundogan wins it with City, but none of those other. And you said you want to target the Champions League. Do you know what Caicedo and Rice should be like going to the Bernabeu up against a midfield of Modric,
For me, you don't have to win the Champions League. You know.
No. I know. I didn't say you have to win it.
I just want to see a team that can be able to go on.
I know, Tony. I know. I didn't say
for it.
Tony. I didn't say you win it. But you said you want to go. You said semi-final, final. Remember when I asked you? You said yes. Semi-final or final.
Yeah.
Going to the Bernabeu with the midfield of Caicedo and Rice up against Modric, Cruz, Casemiro, or going to the Allianz up against Kimmich and.
Yo, isn't this Modric's last season?
No, he's staying one more year.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just saying that don't you need Champions League experience if you want to go far in the Champions League?
Gundogan has that.
I mean, like in terms of winning it.
Yeah.
Like I know you have Jorginho, but will you guys be using him much next season? Will he be a starter?
No, he'll probably be on the bench, and of course, he knows that his playing time would be bit packed, right? So he'll have to stay on that bench. So he might be the only one that has that experience. But again, Latimus, the idea is about having a team that you can look onto and say, okay, I think this team will challenge.
I'm not Tony. I did not disagree with you at all.
Yeah, I understand. You've not said anything. I get that, but I'm just looking at a team that you could look and say, okay, this team can challenge. This team can at least try and give a bit of an account of themselves. And I think getting Declan Rice, getting Caicedo, getting a fullback in Cancelo and getting one more striker and someone who would push Bukayo Saka to the limit in Musa Diaby. I think that would be enough
Do
for
you
Arsenal
do
to
you
look at
trust
that team
Ramsdale?
like a team that could push. Yeah, you said?
You trust Ramsdale?
You know, this Ramsdale issue, yeah, it's a big issue. I've spoken about it. I don't want to replace Ramsdale as a goalkeeper, but I want someone who would come in and give him a big push. I want a South American goalkeeper who would come in and give him a push.
I don't. Why is it now a thing with football fans where I want to bring in a goalkeeper to push our current number one? That's not how it works. Being a goalkeeper, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
You need an established. You can't just play a goalkeeper for 10
Yeah,
games and
yeah,
be
I
like,
know,
oh no,
I
let's
know, I
replace
know,
him.
Latimus,
You need
but
to establish
Latimus,
who you
remember
are.
that you need an English player, you know, for quarter, right? So maybe Ramsdale
Well,
might
I didn't
be
say get
the
rid of.
best option for that English quarter in the team. To
But
be
that's not
in the
that. That's
goalkeeping
so
area
English
might
quota.
suit me
English quota
more than an
doesn't
outfield
hasn't
player.
English quota hasn't refuted what I said. Like
Facts.
you can't say bring in one to challenge like Ramsdale. You guys need an established number one. And if Ramsdale's your guy, do you trust him?
With those performances, yeah. But the thing there, I think he'll come good. The only thing there is I want to see a goalkeeper that can push him to the limit. That's what
I
I'm
don't.
saying.
That's not how it works as a goalkeeper. That's not how it works. You don't bring in someone to push the other guy
You know
to the
what?
limit.
And Adamus Prime speaks to experience. Look at what he's got at Chelsea. Fucking Mendy and Kepa.
People were saying bring in Mendy to push Kepa to the
Yeah,
limit. Now
exactly.
Chelsea fans want to say sell Kepa and
Sell
bring in
both.
a goalkeeper
Yeah.
that will push Mendy. No, get rid of them both.
Mm.
They're good goalkeepers, but they're not good enough to what we want to do.
To
Yeah,
what you want to
exactly.
do, which is totally understandable.
exactly.
Ramsdale, I think Ramsdale's like probably a good goalkeeper, but in terms of what Arsenal want to do, like look at for example, maybe this season maybe not it might not be the best example to use of, but look in previous seasons with Alisson at Liverpool. There have been
Yeah.
times when Liverpool have been under the cosh, and Alisson time after time after time bells them out. Even this season,
Bails them
part of the
out. Yeah,
reason this season why Liverpool are still in this top four race because of Alisson.
exactly.
He just
Yes,
saves
100%. Latimus,
Big
you're
save.
spot on.
Arsenal.
save.
If Arsenal had Alisson these past few months, I don't think you bottle that 2-0 lead against Liverpool or against
again,
West Ham.
it's a ball playing goalkeeper. The way
Yeah,
he
and
plays.
that's
again,
my
I mean,
point. If
why
Arsenal
can't
are
we go in
serious,
and get a Keller from Liverpool too? He's a ball
He
player.
takes care of the football.
Kelleher's not good enough either for you guys. If you guys are serious, you would spend that money instead of
Mm.
buying Casado and Rice. You'd spend that money and go get Mike Maignan at AC Milan.
Yes,
He's ready.
he is the real deal.
But you know, I think he was a former Arsenal player, man. Was
no, PSG Academy and Lille.
it? And Leo, right? We used to have a Magnoni at one time.
You might
No,
be
you had Victor Manone.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's my thing of like it's fun. And even though there are certain people like jesters who think goalkeeper position is not important, like it
You
really
mean
is
Carlito?
important.
Carlito.
No, it really is.
Oh
It
yeah,
really is.
sorry, yeah.
The thing there is that I just feel that Ramsey will come good. I just feel like
But-
he needs to
but-
look at that
but-
bench
but
and
when-
see someone that can literally come in and take over from him. So
Yeah,
the
but
thing there is that he's not seeing the goalkeeper at the bench as who is, mind you, who is America's number one goalkeeper. Yeah, so it's not like is the American number one goalie. He's not looking at that guy as a kind of guy that would challenge him.
But that's
it's
not
either
how
of
it
two
works
things.
for goalkeepers.
But again, it's either of two things,
how it
yeah.
works for
Vladimir, check this out, yeah. It's either of two things. It's either Mikel Arteta. One thing I found out is that Mikel Arteta has favorites in the team. It's either Mikel Arteta looks at him as a supreme favorite, and when you do that, you make a player believe that you know what, I got this shit. No one can take it away from me. Or we could look at it from another perspective. The perspective of Turner isn't just that kind of goalkeeper that can push Aaron Ramsdale
you
to kind of
Tony, again, as goal, I've played in goal.
Mm.
I used to play in goal for like a number of years from when I was like 11 up until I was like
Mm.
14, 15. As a
Yeah.
goalkeeper, I don't want someone like on the bench who is pushing me. I'm the number one. I'm your established number one. I'm good enough. I'm the
Yeah.
guy. Like this isn't a
Mm.
thing of like with your striker
A
where
left back.
uh or you
Any
have someone
position.
looking over your shoulder. Ooh,
Any
oh,
outfield
Alvarez
position.
might bench me. No, goalkeeper. You don't want to be in a title race and you're halfway through the season and you have to drop Ramsdale for Turner because Ramsdale's all of a sudden not good enough. No, that's not how it works, man. City are
I
not
know,
dropping Ederson.
but Man
Liverpool
City,
won't drop
City's second
Alisson.
goalie is a good goalkeeper. I've seen that guy play. The way he passes the
Who?
ball, he's good. He's a good shot
Stefan
stopper. I forgot
Ortega.
that guy's
He
name. Yeah, Ortega is a good
he's
goalkeeper.
only
He's the cup.
I mean, he's good enough for cup games.
Yeah.
He's good enough for
Yeah,
cup games. But
he's
City are not
he's a
winning the
good
league with Ortega and goal.
I know, but he's a good.
They're not winning the league with him
goalkeeper.
in goal. But he's not winning the league with him in goal.
If I know, but if their number one gets an injury right now, that guy could step up. That's what I'm saying.
Tony, if Ortega's in goal for if say Ederson gets a fluke injury and he's out for next season, City won't win the league.
Well, you can't say because I've seen that guy's performance.
Speaking of Man City, Speaking of Man City, people.
Anyway, you're a goalie. You should
winning
know
the
more
treble?
about that. Anyway, but he's a decent player. Would you agree that Ortega is a decent goalie?
Yeah,
He's not good enough to win the
backup
title.
goalkeeper.
I mean, Ramsdale's a good player, but he's not good enough to win the title. Or at least it seems like it with the
I get that.
mistakes he makes.
But again, do you think? I'll ask you this question again. Do you think Ortega is a decent goalkeeper?
I'm not
You've seen him
talking about
play.
being decent. I'm not talking about being decent though. I'm not behaving like he's trash. He's not trash. He's good.
Okay.
But like we're talking about winning titles here. Isn't that why
Yeah,
Arsenal want to improve and develop? Rob Holding is a good centre back. He's decent, but you want to improve on him, right?
Yeah, good. Yeah. Well, but again, you've just agreed right now that he's a good goalkeeper. So,
But I never
can't Arsenal
disagreed
have-
he wasn't good
I get that, but why can't Arsenal have a good goalkeeper in the bench?
because you want. But you can have a good goalkeeper on the bench, but you need a
Yeah, but
world class goalkeeper.
we don't have the United States number one. Turner isn't that goalkeeper.
Turner's good. Turner's good, but you're.
I have my doubts.
I mean,
Steve Machala, I'm sorry about that.
you
I know you're American.
I mean, Turner's good, but like Ramsdale's not the guy. So it doesn't. So you talking about Turner doesn't make a difference.
It would have made a difference if Turner was a good goalkeeper, and when Ramsdale was having all these shambolic performances in all these games, if he was a better goalkeeper, he would have come in. At the time,
because that's not how it works.
At the time, Leno was being dropped. You know that, right? When it
What
was
do you mean?
having Leno was being dropped. You know that, right?
Yeah, and Leno got sold.
Last season. Yeah, that's
Leno
what I'm
got
saying.
sold.
But he was dropped, right?
Well, no, because you bought. Did you not buy Ramsdale last season?
No. Do you know that Leno was dropped?
But you bought Ramsdale last season to be your number one.
No.
Yes, you bought him last season to be your number one.
Leno was number one.
You bought Ramsdale last season
dropped. But he was dropped.
But you bought Ramsdale last season to be your number one.
But again, not to push out Leno at the time.
But Leno wanted to leave.
No, Leno didn't want to leave. It was when he saw that his position was actually being threatened by Ramsdale that he had to leave.
Okay, cool. But because Ramsdale was the established number one, and Leno knows that there's no amount of pushing him and that's going to make a difference.
Leno knew that there was no way back from what he did.
That's what I know. That's what I just said.
Tony,
again, you're talking about the goalkeeper position when, no offense, you don't know what you're talking about. I do. There's no amount of pushing that's going to make a difference.
No, wait. It's not about pushing here. I'm not talking about pushing here. I'm talking about what I'm seeing about Arsenal.
I know, and I'm telling you.
So you cannot tell me that I don't know about what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about goalkeepers.
That's an insult. I'm sorry, that's an insult. I will not accept that.
I'm talking about goalkeepers here. It's not an insult. I'm talking about goalkeepers here.
To me, it sounds like an insult, and I don't like it, my brother.
Okay,
Please.
well, your feelings, like I'm not
It's
like
not about
insulting you.
feelings,
So fine.
and there's no feelings here. It's that it's how can you just say I don't know what I'm talking about?
In
I'm talking
terms of
about
goal,
Arsenal's
no, I'm
goalkeeping
talking.
position, and
I'm
that
talking.
Leno. I'm talking about Leno and Ramsdale, and you just
And
say I don't know
Tony,
what I'm
I
talking
said
about.
in terms of goalkeepers, you don't know what you're talking about because you haven't played as a goalkeeper. I have. I know what I'm talking about.
Well, in that area, good. In that
That's
context,
what I
good. But
just
you
said.
can't
That's
tell
what
me
I
I
just.
don't know
That is
what
what
I'm
I
talking
said.
about.
But
But
Tony,
I'm talking
that
about
is what I
Leno
said.
and Ramsdale.
Tony, Steve,
Yo.
did I insult Tony here?
No.
Did I not say in
No,
terms of
no,
goalkeepers?
no. You know what you
I don't
said,
know what
but
you're
it's
talking
okay.
about.
But no
No,
problems,
but
man.
okay, what did I say, Tony? What did I
I'm
say?
just
What did I
see,
say?
Ladimus, see,
What
Ladimus.
did I say?
I'm just saying that Leno is a more for me. Leno is that keeper that I would have loved to be my number one. For me,
What?
yes, I like Leno.
Yeah, Leno's better than
I like
Ramsdale. He's a
Leno.
better shot stopper than Ramsdale.
Oh,
I like Leno. I like Leno. So
that's
it
me.
depends on how people want to see it.
If that's
Yeah,
you, that's
I
cool enough for me.
personally, I even prefer a Martinez. He's a good shot stopper.
but
He's a good penalty
but
shot stopper too.
again,
So
we're going
it
around like
depends.
as like being in
And
a
it's that kind of
like
guy that can
being,
push a goalkeeper. That's what I'm saying.
but you
I would
don't
have loved
you
that kind of guy in my
and
bench.
Tony,
Do you get
that
where I'm going to,
particular
Vladimir?
no, because that particular point is what I'm saying is in terms of goalkeepers, you don't know what you're talking about. There is no pushing as a goalkeeper. Someone sitting on the bench to push me who's the number one. No, that's not how it works. Like Real Madrid are
When we're
not going
talking,
to buy Real Madrid. Hold
maybe
on,
the
hold
wordings
on,
might be something
hold on.
different for you, but I'm
No,
talking
hold
of
on.
a
Real Madrid.
goalkeeper,
Hold on. No, but
a dependable one, a
what do
credible
you?
one
But
on the
he's not
bench.
better than your. But he's not better than your guy. We've just established Ortega is not better than Ederson.
Of
Kelleher at
course,
Liverpool
obviously.
is not
Well, he's
better
a
than.
good goalkeeper.
That's
He's a
my
decent
point.
goalkeeper.
But Tony, that's my point. It doesn't matter if he's good. He's not better than your number one.
Good. Now, if Ramsdale makes a mistake, this is what I'm talking about, Latimus. If Ramsdale makes a mistake right now, yeah, we can't replace him with
But we've
Turner. He
what
can't even come
Tony,
in. That's what I'm saying.
Tony, I've established that Ramsdale, he's good, he's decent, but he's nowhere near good enough.
Good.
He's
I
not a top
understand that.
goalkeeper.
Good. I understand that.
So
Good.
buy a better one.
I'll take you back now. When Leno was there, Leno made
Okay.
mistakes. Who did they
Okay.
bring in? Ramsdale.
They brought in
That's what
Ramsdale
I'm
to be
talking
the number
about.
one, but they're both
Good.
not good enough.
But I just said here already that I prefer the Leno.
Okay,
Be my
and Leno's
number
not.
one.
And
I thought he was a decent goalkeeper.
I agree.
A
Leno's
good
better than
goalkeeper.
Ramsdale, but Leno's
Mm.
not good enough either.
But anyway, Ramsdale came to replace him because he was fucking up. Right?
Okay, and
That's
Ramsdale's
what I'm
not good
saying.
enough either. They're both not good enough.
They're both no good. Good, okay, no problem. But right now, yeah, Ramsdale is my goalie, and I cannot even bring in Turner to even come up and even
Turner's not good enough
do
either.
anything.
What are you bringing him in
That's
for?
what I'm saying. So
But
Arsenal
they're
needs a
both
new
not good.
goalkeeper.
But that's been my point. You need to replace Ramsdale.
Matt Turner's a perfectly fine back.
That's my point. You need to replace Ramsdale. That's my point.
Yeah.
What didn't you understand?
Steve, we're saying that this guy's not good enough. You're saying he's a bro, man.
Yes,
Steve, man.
he is a backup.
Both,
Yeah.
both. Tony, you know both can coexist. You can be a good goalkeeper or a good player, but still not be good enough.
Yeah.
True. I get that. He's not good enough, right? Yeah, that's the word, right? He's not good enough. I want it to be like a Man City. See, is it bad to desire what Man City have?
No one's talking about it's bad to desire what City
No.
have.
I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying. I'm just
No,
saying. Is it bad
what are
I
you?
want that kind of a thing. I want a good goalkeeper.
So you want what City? You want what City have, where they have a world class goalkeeper and they have a goalkeeper who is a backup who is good enough, but their backup goalkeeper does not challenge the world class goalkeeper. That's what you want.
But again, but you don't know that. You don't know that
I
yet.
do know that he doesn't.
No, because Edison hasn't really totally messed up, right?
Yeah, he has. Ederson had a season a few years ago, where he was making howlers. Ederson's first season in the Prem, he was making howlers.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. That's understandable. Ortega wasn't there then anyway. But what I'm saying right now is that we don't know about this Ortega guy coming in for Edison. We don't know
But
about that.
they,
We've
they,
not
they
seen it.
won't.
Yeah, we've not seen it.
If
There's no
Ederson
chance
over
for
the
that.
next if or Ederson next season or
Mm.
falls off a cliff and becomes an absolute bum, City
Mhm.
what they'll do, they'll either sell him and bring in a goalkeeper that's
A more
quality,
bigger goalkeeper, right? Yeah.
or they will sell Ortega and have Ederson be the backup.
Either way. And mind you, if Pep leaves that team, it could be a different ball game entirely. The next coach.
That's
to
how
take-
real clubs are run. I don't know what this thing of saying let's have two goalkeepers that are good enough. No, challenge each other. No, that's not how teams are run, man.
Big ups, Snoop GGG. See, Latimus, man, we've run this show for 2 hours, 35 minutes, and the Champions League is going on, man. Latimus, thanks for joining us on the show, my brother. God bless you. Steve Machala, close the show for us, man.
Hey man, shout out fucking Manchester City. They probably gonna, win this whole damn thing. I do think Inter will give them a good game because it is a final, but is what it is. But yeah, Man City are probably gonna win the treble, and that means Liverpool and Man United fans are gonna cry and sign me
And
up. For
Arsenal
that.
fans are gonna cry as well. City's Champions League. Arsenal fans will cry. City's Champions League. West Ham could win a
my
Europa
God,
or a conference.
it's
Arsenal
it's
fans.
gonna hurt. It's gonna
Mm.
hurt. Latimus, Snoop GGG has something to say to you. He said Latimus has an Irish accent.
He does.
Is Irish actually. So I don't know. Latimus, would you like to answer Snoop GGG?
Yeah, you just said it. I'm Irish. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Latimus, I would just like to hear from you before we'll finally go from the show. If Manchester City goes into a potential showdown in the final against Inter Milan, who would you be picking to win that final?
I'll stick with Man City. I predicted them since before the season started. I went on a show on Never Fall with Daps and Big
Yeah.
Steve, and I said to them that City will win the Champions League this season.
Yeah.
So you don't see any scenario in any alternative reality, yeah?
No, I mean Inter have a chance. It's a final.
Inter do have a chance because they're just gonna sit back and play counterattack.
Yeah, so Inter have a chance.
They would love it.
Do they have the players? Do they have the players to man?
Yes, they do.
To man mark and man handle.
Yes, they do.
Wait, what do you mean the players? Are you scared of City? What do you mean have the players?
No, like Inter. I'm talking of Inter. Inter
have the players.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't rate Mkhitaryan and Calhanoglu? They're in the Champions League final.
Bastoni is
I don't know. I'm just saying. Do you think to be one of those finals where Man City would just go in and bruise out? And
no, that's never how finals.
Tony, when name the last Champions League final where
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's
not going to be.
It'll
be tough. It'll be
this isn't Man City versus Watford.
Tony, what is your opinion then of what will happen in the final?
I do think that if Man City get into that final with Inter, that they would give Inter a very, very big beating.
That's your opinion.
Yeah.
So why did you say that's? So why did you say that's not my opinion? And that is your opinion.
No, I didn't say anything about anyone's opinion here.
Yeah, you did. You said about. Do you not think about like City and going to them and stuff like that? And then I questioned it, and you were like, "Well, that's not my opinion. I'm just mentioning." And then you just said you think City can give them a hiding, basically.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. So that is your opinion.
Yeah, there's no argument in it. I'm just saying that I just feel like Inter might not give them a big fight.
Why wouldn't
That's
they?
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
because I don't want Man City to win the league.
Because you don't want them to.
So
because you don't want them to win the Champions League, you're okay. Hold on. Do you think Arsenal are better than Inter as a team?
Well, they're in the Champions League final, right? So
No.
obviously they're not better,
You
right?
ain't dodging this question. No.
But what? No, what do you want me to say, man? No, what?
Answer
No,
the
no, no.
question.
What do
Who
you
is
want me
the
to say?
better side? Who's the
They're in
better
the
side?
Champions League final. They're the more better
So
team,
Inter?
right? Yeah, they're a more
Inter
better
are the
team,
better
right?
side than Arsenal? Okay.
Then
So
see,
hold on.
the proof is
So
in the
if
pudding. The proof is
so
in
if
the
next
pudding.
season, so if next
Mm.
season Arsenal are in a group with Inter Milan, which is possible,
Yep.
when you guys play them home and away, you won't predict any wins because they're better than you.
No. I'll have a go. I'll have a go.
Ooh.
No, but
I'll have a
you
go.
can have a goal, but you won't predict
Yeah.
to win because they're better than you.
No, I will predict to win because it depends on how my summer transfer window goes. If I
But
bring in
what
the
if they have?
midfielders that I, if I
True, but
bring in
what
the
if they have a
midfielders that I
better transfer
think,
window?
then good. Then we'll look at it technically and check it out at that time when we see the kind of caliber of players they bring in or that they have at the time. But if Arsenal have a more superior transfer window, I'll give it to Arsenal. Arsenal just needs a
Who,
few tweaks here and there, and we'll be
who's
a
Inter's
world-class team.
manager? Inzaghi, right?
Yeah, Filippo Inzaghi.
Who's a
Yeah,
better
Filippo.
manager, Inzaghi or Arteta?
Come on, man.
Inzaghi.
Inzaghi. There's nothing like having experience, from here and there, man. Personally, that's
He
what
won
I
a
think.
Scudetto
Fair enough.
and is in a Champions League final and could win a Coppa Italia in a week.
Fair enough.
Literally a week
I
they're
mean,
playing Fiorentina.
Tony, I've predicted you guys to win the Champions League next season anyway, so that's fine.
What?
Hey, oh my God, Latimus and Deji Sports.
You're joking.
I predicted this months ago. I'm not joking.
Latimus, man. It looks like you
I
want.
predicted this months ago.
You're
Latimus.
joking.
It seems like I'll start putting you and Deji Sports in the same.
No, I mean, I was. I mean, I guess.
Are
I
you
mean,
serious?
we'll see.
Is this reverse judge or something now?
I don't know. I don't know what this judge thing you guys keep doing, but whatever. I predicted this months ago, or I said this months ago. I should say. I can't say predict because like it hasn't happened or whatever. But that Arsenal will win the Champions League next season.
I don't think they are.
My opinion. Now it's my opinion. Hey, but again, we all thought they'd win the league and stuff and go on. So we'll see. Now that they're going to be in pot 3 in the Champions League.
Latimus, what do you think when Chelsea fans hears this, man? When other Chelsea fans hears this, man,
I don't care what other
all up on you, bro.
I don't care what other Chelsea fans think. It's not my opinion. I mean,
yeah. See, Latimus, man, now that you're here, I'm sorry we ought to close the show, but man, since we have you, let's pick your brain, yeah. See, Latimus, what do you think will happen to Chelsea next season? What's the way forward for Chelsea Football Club next season?
I think
where do you think you would be stopping next season? Where do you think you'll be at next season? Do you think you still need to bring in players? What is going to happen with Chelsea Football Club? Just give us an insight.
I mean, we obviously need to make a few signings. We have to get rid of a lot of players as well. I think we'll challenge for top 4, but realistically finish between 5th and 7th.
Yeah.
So obviously you still need more players, right?
Of course.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we always need players season in, season out.
Okay, so wait, yeah. Steve Machala. So definitely they will be fighting FFP rules because if they go more and getting more players,
why would we fight
FFP
FFP?
rules, right?
Why would we fight FFP rules? Do you know how FFP works?
I know, but I think you guys have overspent. Yeah,
but I mean, not really. We haven't.
How much did you guys spend?
FFP works off of.
No, you have to earn the money that you spend, right?
FFP work. I mean, yes, but
you
FFP
have to earn
works
the
off
money
of,
that you spent, right? Yeah, so good.
I mean, FFP works off of like 3 years.
TJ Warren TV, guys, man. Anyone who is watching this show later on, go and subscribe to TJ Warren. TJ Warren, I want to be at the American Idiot show, man. I need that show, man. Yeah, big ups. You're saying something.
It works off of it like every 3 years, and like so long as we make our money and stuff like that, which I know we're not in Champions League next season, but through player sales and stuff, we'll be fine. I know this season in general has been an anomaly in terms of how much money being spent, but we let rid of a good few players last summer. We'll get rid of players
Yeah.
again this summer. Like FFP is not like a thing that will affect us. We'll be fine. Now, if we don't
Okay.
get any European football next season, I don't know, maybe I guess, but no, FFP is not a thing that will affect us. I don't know why other teams have a problem with how we spend, with us spending money and FFP coming for us. Like that's not
Yeah.
how FFP kind of works.
Yeah.
Okay, but again, you said that you guys still have to spend. Latimus, like estimate like how much you guys still have to spend for that team to get working.
What do you mean? What do you mean get working?
Like just estimate like how much you
Challenge
need
for
to
a
spend
Premier League title.
to challenge for a
We're
title.
nowhere near challenging for a title.
So like 500
Nowhere
million,
near
600.
well, it's not necessarily about money spent. It's just player quality and like
Yeah.
them selling and building and stuff. We're nowhere near challenging for a title.
Wow,
Yeah.
guys, you got it. Yeah.
What do you mean? Wow, is that a bad thing? Should we be challenging for a title? People are talking about how unstable we are as a club being ran. Why should we be then challenging for a title?
No,
Yeah.
bro, man. I'm just thinking that there's just so much problem in that team, and
But
you
if
know,
there's
and
problems in the team, and I agree with you, why did you say that? How much more do we have to spend to challenge for a title?
no, because I want to know if it's something that money can pepper crack. I want to know if it's something that you
Money
could
can
say,
pay for
okay,
crap.
yeah, like if you're gonna bring in players to actually tweak that team a little bit, I just wanted
Well,
to
no,
know that. But
we're gonna be ran better next season, and
mm.
obviously, like teams always bring in players and get rid of
But
players
what
and
makes you
stuff.
sure you're gonna be run better? It's still the same management, in it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by you're going to be run better next season?
We will be ran better.
Todd Bolly is still the owner of that football club. So what do you mean by
No, he's
it's
not
going to be
actually.
fun?
He's not the owner of the football club. Actually, that's wrong. He's part
Okay,
owner.
so it's a
Yeah.
part, yeah, of course, but it's a major shareholder, right?
He's not a major shareholder.
Okay, so what is he?
The Clear Lake Group. He's one of the faces. Him, Egbali, and the Clear Lake Group.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever that Bowley, whatever. But they're still
Yeah.
running things in the football club, right? They
I
still
mean,
have
yes
to
and
say,
no. I mean, we have
yeah, right.
yes and no. I mean, we have footballing people in place, and they're the ones like bringing in Poch. And it
Mm,
seems like with Poch, they're giving him the power. So long as he's got control, along with the footballing people, we get a director of football, and Bowley,
mm,
Egbali, and Clearwater take a step back in terms of what's going on the pitch. Then we'll be
mm.
fine.
Okay, so you do. So clearly, you rate Poch, right?
In terms of like coaching young players, fine. I don't think he's like world class or able to win titles, but that's not Chelsea's aim. That's not our like. That's
Mm.
not what we're looking at in this current moment
That's
in
not what
time.
you're looking at right now.
We're
Yeah.
looking at developing these young players for the next like couple of years or so, and then when
Mm.
it's time to win, we can get rid of it
You can get, yeah.
or see if he's good enough to if he's good enough to do it. And you saying that, how do I know? Because it's the same people in charge. Well, it's the
Mm.
same people in charge of Arsenal that haven't been spending 200 million in the window or haven't been spending big money on two or more signings in the
Mm.
summer. But yeah, you think you will spend 92 mil and 90 mil on Rice and Caicedo respectively. So it's the same thing, isn't it?
In it.
Coventry
Latimus,
City. Coventry City 1-0 over Middlesbrough, by the way, in the championship playoff.
guys.
So we're literally, if
Thanks.
this
It seems like we're going to be seeing a Manchester City Inter Milan showdown in the finals of the Champions League. See, yeah, guys, it's the Gunners and Mag Show, episode 8 with Steve Machala. And you know what? Yeah, I had special guests with me, my brother, Latimus Prime. Latimus Prime, man. Thanks for coming to the show today. Thank you for making this a 3-hour sitter, bro.
Actually,
Thanks for
Tony,
being
one
that.
question. Sorry, I know what's going on. One question. Do you think it's
Yeah.
possible for Arsenal not to finish top 4 next season? I don't believe
No,
this, by the way,
no, no,
but
no,
a lot
no,
of
no, no,
people
no, no,
are
no.
saying
With a
this.
good summer buy. good question. With good summer bites, easy we'll get into
Okay,
that top four.
okay,
Easy.
okay. But
Or
okay,
even
but
challenge for the title. I'm looking
let's.
on challenge for the title
I
next
know
season.
you're looking at it, and I think Arsenal will at the minimum like finish third and challenge. But let's assume like you guys don't get Casiedo, and say you don't even get both, and say
Hmm.
you don't get Cancelo, you don't get Gundogan, you don't get this top class forward. Say you have a similar window to the one you had in January, where you get B or C list targets. Because remember, Trossard, even though it seems like he's worked out, he was your B list option. You wanted Mudryk. Jorginho,
Hmm.
he was your B list option. You wanted Caicedo. So say you end up getting B or C list targets again.
Hmm.
What is your thought process on where Arsenal will finish?
The thing, see, Latimus, yeah, when we're checking all these things, we also have to check about how other teams are upgrading their own teams in the summer transfer window. If
I
teams that
know.
have done quite well this season, like Newcastle, are going to completely transform the way they look at the transfer window and go there and splash the cash, they have unlimited cash. If Aston Villa goes down there and splash the cash, Man City are thinking of even adding more players to what they already have right now. I'm sorry if Arsenal doesn't get into that transfer window. I'm sorry, Latimus, man. We're gonna be in a shambles. Even Manchester United are trying to go to the transfer window to tweak lots of stuff. Yeah, I heard that they're going to bring Kim Nay from Napoli. Yeah, look, all these teams, yeah, they'll be fighting for players and jostling for big players, big time players in the transfer window. It's a
So
must. See, this is
yeah.
the answer to your question. If Arsenal doesn't strengthen in the summer, I don't see us getting top four next season. Maybe top five.
It's interesting that you're bringing up other clubs now, but when you said if we sign these five players, we'll win the league, you didn't mention how City will strengthen next summer and Liverpool, etc. So why are you mentioning them now? Out of
Yeah,
curiosity.
no, because I've seen the lapses in the team right now. I've seen the
Okay,
lapses, and
fair.
I've seen the
Yeah.
lapses. And you see, it only took William Saliba to go off for our title challenge to be derailed. And Latimus, man, see, I
So
can't overemphasize it enough. We need at least two defenders, like for
okay.
like replacements, not just
So
people like
question.
Holding.
So
Yeah,
were
yeah.
you so were you then fooled and tricked by
No, 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 not no, not food, not food.
okay,
The thing there was that I actually thought that William Saliba wouldn't be injured. I thought he
no,
would continue to the end. I really
okay.
did see a very, very good defensive setup that was quite
Mm,
good to withstand any challenge. But
interesting.
immediately he went off. Of course, it's the glue. Immediately he went off, and Gabriel Jesus capsized. That was a bigger problem. We don't have
What G-
replacements in these areas
Steve
to get
is
on.
Saliba injury prone?
Is who? Sorry,
Saliba, is he injury prone?
I wouldn't say injury prone.
No,
No,
has he been injured in previous seasons for long
no.
periods of
The
time? No.
availability at Saint Etienne, Nice, and Olympique de Marseille was pretty good. I can't remember any time where it was like, oh, he's out for even a month, maybe a knock here. From my memory, no. Wouldn't
Okay,
say.
that's fine. I'm just out of curiosity then. So,
Yeah.
why is it okay? If Saliba being injured is what cost you guys not to go on to win the title,
Obviously,
next season, Tony, you think signing these five players will make you win the title and have a semi-final or final Champions League run?
yeah, yeah, because we'll
What
have
if
cover
you?
and quality.
What if next? Let's say Vlahovic, Saliba again, Casiedo, Rice. What happens then?
Sorry, your connection
Yeah,
went
your mic
off.
cut
So,
out.
Oh, sorry. What if you get
Here.
injured? What if you get injuries to Vlahovic, Caicedo? What if you get injuries again next season? Will that stop you guys from winning the league and getting a semi-final or final Champions League run?
then we're now talking about what ifs and buts, right?
Yeah, but like, I'm just asking because you said Saliba is what stopped you guys from winning the league this season. But what if you get injuries next season? Because you're always
Not
going to
that
get
he's
injuries.
not, not see, it was a culmination of factors. Yeah, lots of things, went into that
No, I
stuff.
know, but what if those
I would
factors
even
happen
bring
again?
out Mikel Arteta's inexperience also, but
No, no,
majorly it was William Saliba's
no. I
collapse.
know the factors, but my point being, and sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I know the factors. My point being, what if the factors happen again? You get some injuries to certain players. Arteta, it's going to be his first season managing in the Champions League, right? So
Hmm.
inexperience there. It's
Hmm.
he's never, gone like seen out a title win. So that's
Yeah.
still an experience he's going to have next season. What if the same things happen again? That's my question.
Well, that see, it all boils down to him. Manage the players efficiently. Go into the
Okay.
market, bring in players that can be able to withstand this kind of injuries, yeah, and just game manage quite well, and Arsenal will go far. Personally, I felt he hasn't managed Bukayo Saka very well. That guy's burnt out. He didn't
Mm.
manage him very well. He's burnt out. Many of the players are tired. Thomas Partey tired already. He can't even run again. The engine can't
Yeah,
start
yeah, going to
again.
prison will take that
He
away.
overran these players, and so we do need deep cover, and not just deep cover. We need like for like replacements. Yeah, killers, assassins. By next season, this summer, and that's why I'm saying I'm making a case for Declan Rice and Caicedo to come in. People that have fuel in their tanks to run, to stop balls, to run. Who don't want to stop. Who are legitimately leaders in their own team in a way. Declan Rice is a leader in West Ham, in Brighton. Caicedo might not be seen as a leader, but at least he puts in the work, right? So if you bring in those kind of players that will just keep running and you add them to whatever that we have right now, Latimus, I don't see a reason why we won't be challenging for the title next season. But if we don't get them, forget about challenging. I'm not challenging for any title next season.
Hmm. Wow.
So it
And
depends
not
on
even
it.
top
Depends.
four. Not even top
This is
four.
the no, not even top four, because
Wow.
other teams are going to be strengthened. That's what I told you. See, at the time, man, we should even start thinking about stretching that top four. That top four might have to be stretched to top five, top six. I'm serious, Vladimir. Because all these teams, yeah, teams like Newcastle will start buying the jobs and they have money. It's not they're poor. It's a difference. There's a big difference if they're poor, but they have unlimited wealth. Aston Villa, unlimited wealth. These guys will come to the transfer window and they would spend money.
So do you agree with the statement of this was Arsenal's time to win the title,
I agree. I totally agree.
and
I totally
it might not happen again for like a while?
again, it depends on the transfer window. I need to see this transfer window to be able to
Okay.
say, yeah, because this team, as it is right now, it's a good team. We pushed City to the last three games of the season. Let's don't allow this disappointment about Arsenal, not winning the
Yeah.
title cloud us. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
But again, we pushed City to the last three games. That's something
Mhm.
huge. So it just means that we just need to plug the holes in this team. Good. Bring in good players, good cover that will cover these players
Mhm.
next season. Yeah, and of course, an upgrade to those areas I talked about. Latimer's man will be challenging for the title next season. We'll give Man City a proper fight. I'm
Wow.
serious. A proper
This
fight.
is different from the Tony I knew at the start of the season. He was arrogant towards every team and acted as if Arsenal were so superior. And now all of a sudden you're scared. It's
Latimer's, I'm not scared. It's just common sense, right?
Football is a
but
humbler.
you didn't
It's
but you
a
didn't
humbler.
but,
It's
but
a
you didn't have
humbler.
but you didn't have the common sense at the start of the season to be humble.
Yeah.
Latimer's, man. Man, life humbles you, man. So I'm humble. And that also reminds me, guys, I will be having MCFC, or whatever, DAPS coming down here, the Manchester City legend, yeah. He'll be
MCFC
coming
Daps,
down,
yeah.
MCFC DAPS, yeah. Yeah, that guy, great guy. He'll be coming down here next week. So, uh, it would be nice to have him here, yeah. So I'll be tendering a public apology for my crimes against the Premier League, my
Mhm.
crimes against fellow YouTubers. So I'll be righting some wrongs, and
Apologizing for the slander you've had towards
oh,
City.
oh my God, man, I have to tender lots of apologies, man. So I'll be doing that publicly, yeah, with no other person than Daps. So Daps will be coming here next week Thursday. So guys, watch out for that one. You know, yeah,
Also,
and
actually, one final question: Do
yeah,
you,
that
assuming things don't
yeah.
work, like, do you think Arsenal, this
Mm.
process you're going on with these young players, assuming you guys don't
Yeah.
like win things, right? Do you think it could be similar? Do you think it's the exact same as to what Spurs had with Poch and his team there?
Hmm. Man, that's a difficult one, man.
Because you guys need to win trophies, obviously, because that is the aim of the elite
Yeah,
sport,
man.
particularly the major ones.
That's a difficult one, man. That's a
Yeah.
difficult one, man. That's a difficult one. But again, yeah. See, Latimus. We just need to have a good summer window. If we have a
No,
good
I
summer
agree.
window, then I will have the complete chest to say what I want to say. But if the team remains like this, because it's clear, it's clear. If William Saliba gets injured, the team is gone. If Gabriel Jesus is injured, the team is gone. So see, I need to have a good summer transfer window. That's all I would say, Latimus, right now. After then, can I be able to come up and re-strategize and then know how fat my chest will be next season? It depends. So I'll just ride out this humble demeanor, uh, you know, through the rest of the season and just take the jibes of these people I've riled up and just take it in. After this summer transfer window, then I would see if I could resume.
Because you deserve it, by the way. Like the one, like people are not even making fun of Arsenal. They're targeting you because of how you treated every single team, and you just ignored Man City. Remember, I kept telling you. Remember, I kept telling you. City have
Yeah, you
won
said
four
it.
titles in 5 years.
Yeah,
Why
you
should I
said it.
give Arsenal the
You said
respect?
it.
You're doing well. You're challenging, but I'm not giving you respect of title winners until you win.
See, I know Latimus, man, but again, see, yeah, you need to lead from the front. Yeah, you need to lead from the front. I was tired of Arsenal fans just taking the back seat and just looking at our team from the point of being losers. I wanted to just I wanted to just be this the face of an Arsenal fan and pundit that actually supports his team and would support them
No, no,
from
no, no, no. That's
the
not what you
end.
did, Tony.
Y-
There's
You
one thing
know, and
supporting your
and
team.
lead from the
That's
front. But
Tony. That's not what you did. There's one thing supporting your team and saying, "Oh, I think we can win this league," or challenging right now. I think we can do it. That's not what you did, though. You were arrogant. You were arrogant
no,
and very, very rude towards teams and towards people, and that's why people are coming for you, Tony.
no,
And
no, no,
again,
no,
Tony,
no.
You're my friend, so there's no malice. You're my friend, but you 100% deserve it, and you're lucky. I'm not going for you either. No one should abuse you, of course not. But in terms of banter and smoke, you 100% deserve it. 100%.
Yeah. And I know, and that's why I'm rewriting the wrongs. That's what I told you. That's why I'm rewriting the wrongs. But
Just make
again,
sure when you're in this position next season and you're top, and I tell you, Tony, be careful. I don't want you to say, but it's 20 games in, we're top of the league. You have to give us our respect.
no, no,
Man
no,
City,
no,
they look weak.
no.
Man City have signed,
No,
have
but
signed,
Latimus, is it?
have,
But
Man
Latimus,
City
is it because it's
have
Arsenal?
signed this guy.
But
What?
Latimus, is it because it's Arsenal?
What do you mean?
See, yeah, see, December we're topping, we're table toppers.
Yeah.
December,
Yes.
that used to normally be the yardsticks of checking these things.
Not
January,
really.
even not really good. Good. I like what you said. Not really, yeah. But somehow you know that by December, you're looking at the top teams, yeah, down there at least top four. In January, Arsenal leading. February, Arsenal leading. Come on, man. Ladimus,
Yeah,
you
but
know this.
Tony. Yeah, but
We
Tony.
passed
This has
Arsenal
happened,
passed all the parameters
but you hadn't though, because
statistically to
no,
win the league.
but Tony, this has
No one has
happened with
bottled
Arsenal.
it in this way.
Tony.
Do you
Yeah,
agree
sorry,
that
my bad.
no other team has gotten to this stage and actually just fizzes out of the league like
93% of the
that?
season. No, but however, Tony, however, no, it's only no other team. What is the stat? By like Christmas, by December, January, no other
Yeah.
team has been top at that stage in the season and not gone on to win the league as many times as Arsenal have. So you guys have previous of not doing this. When Leicester won the league, by the way, Arsenal were top at December, January. You were top at Christmas and didn't win the league.
Yeah, but Latimer's not February though. We're top
No,
February.
but I know,
We're top
Tony,
March.
I know. And by the way, Tony, I said you guys would win the league at that point when you guys were top by like January, February. I
Yeah,
said you guys would win the league.
yeah.
However, Tony, other people who didn't believe you'd win it,
Big ups, Jess Collins is in the show.
3-0,
Thanks,
let's
Jess
go.
Collins, man.
But
Love you to
however,
death.
Tony, other people who didn't think you'd win the league, they
Mm.
they had reasons to. As great as you guys were doing, no one denied how great you were.
Yeah, yeah. See, we messed up, yeah. And the manager, it was just so inexperienced. It showed. It showed. His changes, his game management, it showed. You know, but again, we're stuck with the manager, right? So
No, maybe.
the only option we have right now is just to go into that summer market. I want to see ambition in the summer market. I want to see us go in there, bring in big time players, shore up our defense, shore up our midfield, bring in extra players, not just squad players. I want to see quality players who would come in and give a big account of
Do
themselves.
you want
Declan Rice,
Arteta? Do you want
Caicedo.
to give Arteta 200 mil to waste potentially?
But that won't be a waste if we're getting Declan Rice and Caicedo.
No, but what if Arteta? But okay, but I mean, do you?
If he buys anything, if he buys any players outside these players, for me, anything he sees, he gets. For me, I want him out of the. If I want him, bro, see, man, he has to get these players. These two I just mentioned.
Okay,
He needs to
that's
get Declan Rice
okay.
or
Do
at
you,
least Caicedo.
not last summer, the summer beforehand, when you guys bought Ben White and Ramsdale and Tomiyasu and other players, I can't remember off the top of my head. Did you want Ramsdale? Did you want Ben White? Did you want Tomiyasu at that time?
No, I didn't.
No, and it's worked out, right? No, has it worked out? Has it not worked
No, it hasn't worked out. Clearly, it hasn't worked out. Tomiyasu has been injury ridden
Okay,
this season.
fair.
He hasn't. For me, he hasn't lived up to any. Was there any expectation anyway? He was a reject from the Serie A. It's not really like
How was he a reject?
he was being shopped around in the Premiership.
No, he wasn't being shopped around.
He
Teams
was
wanted
being
him.
shopped. No, he was being shopped around
He
in the
wasn't being
league.
shopped around. Teams wanted
See,
him
he would have signed for Tottenham Hotspurs before he even came
because
to Arsenal. And
Tottenham
Tottenham
wanted him.
rejected him, and then his agent
Tottenham didn't reject him. He
called up
rejected.
Arsenal and told Arsenal, "See, there's a guy from the Serie A from Bologna now who was
Tony,
supposed
that's
to come to
Steve.
Tottenham Hotspurs, but they
Steve.
rejected him. Would
Steve.
you want him?" And Arsenal
Steve.
took him out.
Steve, are you there?
No, Steve is
Steve?
gone. Steve is gone.
Okay. Anyway, whatever it is, but cool. It is what it is. Let's see what Arsenal do next season.
No, but again, if you're not cool with how I said it, I clearly understand. But man, I don't rate Tomiyasu. I don't think he has been successful this season, and I think we have to do away with all this.
What about Ben White? Did you not want Ben White at the time?
No, Ben White. Well, Ben White this season has been okay, right?
No, not this season. At the time when you signed him, did you want him?
It was from Brighton. I wanted to. I relished that opportunity to just sign an English centre back, and that was
50
cool.
mil, 50 mil on a Brighton player.
But again, he's not a decent centre back, isn't he?
He's not a decent centre back, or he is.
He's not a decent centre back. A right back, okay, cool. But
so you waste, so 50 mil is a waste then on a failed centre back turned right back.
What is Jess saying?
Cowards, we're not streaming with
Cowards
your face on,
gonna
not on my
stream
stream.
your face on camera, not on my stream. Oh, Ladimus. Is that Ladimus? Is he talking to
I
Ladimus?
don't know whatever. It's not. I don't.
Have you had any problems with Jets before?
I said whatever. I don't know who Jez is, but it's okay.
Okay. I don't know.
Not everything you see, Tony, needs to be brought up on screen and addressed.
Yeah, no, because I'm in good terms with Jess Collins and
I
he's
know, but it's fine. It doesn't matter.
a legend. So I don't know who's talking about, but
It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
yeah. So you were saying something, Ladimus?
No, it's just it'll be interesting to see what happens next season with Arsenal.
Yeah. To be very interesting, man. And again, to be very interested to see your club too, man.
Yeah,
It
we'll be.
very-
I mean, we won't really do anything. We'll be 5th to 7th. We'll be fine. We won't do anything really special. Is what it is. We're
But
building.
you,
We're trying to do something.
but you, what do you think Arsenal will
I think
do
you'll.
anything
I think you'll challenge at minimum.
with or without signings?
I think what you. I mean, I think what you have right now is good enough to at least challenge. Because you've done it this season. I mean, we'll see. Next season is even if you don't make signings, you guys should still be good enough to challenge. But next season will be a test of. I mean, obviously you'll make signings. I mean, if you don't make the ones you specifically said, you should still challenge. But next season will be the true test of whether these players are actually that good or whether this is just kind of like a fluke season. Because remember earlier in the season, you kept referencing Leicester. This is a Leicester season, fairy tale. We'll see if you have actually just had a fluke fairy tale season or these guys are actually good. Remember, I kept telling you, stop comparing yourselves to Leicester. You're disrespecting what these players are doing. So let's actually see.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see next season, man. Hey guys, man, thanks, man. This has been a long stream, man. Latimus, thanks for coming to the show. Steve has gone away. Thanks for coming to the show, Steve. And Latimer, see you soon, yeah? Big ups to you, man. Thanks for joining. Jess Collins, thanks for joining the show, man. And everyone, take it easy. Man City has already won for me. And man, it's going to be an Inter Man City final, man. Let's see what happens. Big ups to everyone who joined us today, and catch us tomorrow where we'll be with Deji Sports, chopping it up with Deji Sports. Okay. Good night, everyone. Good night, Latimus. Good night, Steve Machala. Big ups.